Whoa, Joey. First in chat, so unlike you. Good morning, Joey. I got your Discord this morning. I haven't watched the video yet, but I did try. Unsuccessfully. Yesterday, by my lonesome. I ended up adding the stream cord. You never hear this early, oh my god. I usually just kind of click around for a minute. Good morning, Joey. But that's where I was at yesterday. I did click around without you. I added the stream cord. And, yeah, that didn't work. So I'm still working on it. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Chat. Chat. I need my chat. There's my chat. Hi, chat. Okay. There we go. There we go. Good morning, Kendall. On your morning scroll, I presume. Maybe I'll put chats next to each other today because I have all this space on my desktop because I've moved some stuff around. Look at me! Womp womp womp. Woo! You were hoping Twitch would be like yesterday, says Cool Kid Macaw. Oh, shucks. I was thinking about just kind of, I don't know, switch it up. Did you like it horizontal better yesterday on the Twitch? You need some advice. Listen, I have advice. I can't guarantee it'll be good advice, but I'll give it. Ask me anything, Stealthy Summer. And good morning, by the way. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Cool Macaw, would you like that? Okay, I'll do it. Listen, here's the reason why. Because YouTube likes it better when I stream vertical. That's the only reason I do it. That's the only reason I stream vertical. TikTok even allows me to stream horizontal. But I don't know if TikTok would like me streaming horizontal. I don't know how that would work. If someone is talking shit in our Fortnite lobby, is it okay to make a video out of it? Absolutely. I think it's all love and fair and in-game. You should. If you don't exploit online drama, what's the point? Can you show their name? Yeah. I mean, unless you're like a huge streamer or like you have a huge influence, you know, of like an audience of some kind. Why not? They want to act anonymous? No, come on. I love basketball. Thank you so much for the follow. We're just getting started here. Thanks for liking the live too. Thank you for supporting the stream. Whether you're a lurker, you're liking, you're chatting. But Stealthy Summer, yeah, send it. Send it. Full send it. If you don't full send it, it's a missed op. It's a missed op. Joey, thanks so much for kicking us off. Oy, good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning, beautiful people. We are live and alive. It is 7:20 in the morning. I'm coming to you live from not sunny LA. It's actually quite foggy out. Yeah, I'm waking up. I'm actually more than halfway through my coffee. I have set up a stream for us today. I have all of the content, okay? I have so much ready for you guys. It's ridiculous. Thanks for the love painting. Another one. Paint me like one of your French girls, Joey. I can't switch to horizontal mid-stream, unfortunately, Cool Kid Macaw. I don't think that's how that works. Because the way that, at least on OBS, the way the profiles are set up is it's grayed out. So it'll actually lock me out from switching roto midstream. So that sucks. But maybe tomorrow. Again, I just do it for YouTube. YouTube likes it. It puts me in the shorts feed on YouTube. And I think Twitch is moving in that direction. I hate to break it to you, Cool Kid Macaw. I do think Twitch is actually making that move as well. No one's answered my question. No one's answered my question, guys. If animals can talk, chat, which one do you think that would have the best yolks? Good morning, chat. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I think dogs would have the best jokes, only because they're around humans more. So I think they would get our humor, right? Right? St. Trina, welcome to the live. Good morning, everybody. Love to see our regulars rolling through. Love to see reoccurring characters in chat. Geckos would have the best jokes. Is that because you've seen too many Geico commercials? What makes you say that, St. Trina? Good morning, everybody. If I'm catching you on your morning stroll through TikTok, good morning, everybody. You think a hyena or a donkey because they can laugh. They laugh. They must have good humor, right? You'd say zoo animals because they're around a lot of different people. True. I've seen the movies. They got yolks. Nah, it's because they're small and wacky, says Saint Trina. Fair. You know what? Short kings have better humor. We have thick skin, right? Morning, my beautiful friends, says Boastful Crown at 69 in chat. Good morning, beautiful people. It is Tuesday. Boastful Crown is right. It is a beautiful day. It is 7:25, and we've been having super clouds. Big clouds. I'm talking a big marine layer. Okay, I walked out of my house today and thought I was back in San Francisco. It was weird. Cool Kid Macaw, some would say me on Twitch chat. That's funny, bud. It's raining so bad here. Honestly, kind of love that. I missed the rain. I know it probably sounds insane to someone who lives in California. It just never rains here, guys. Nothing's ever going on. An aardvark. Wait, Alex, that's kind of out of left field. Would never assumed an aardvark would be chosen as an animal if could talk, would have the yolks. What makes you say an aardvark? Yeah, send the rain my way as well. I'm with Boastful Crown on this one. I haven't seen the rain in well, that's not true. It actually rained very shockingly back in May. We had some May showers, so I can't say I haven't seen it in too long. Good morning, chat. Look at little Sleepy Bean. Did he even eat his food today? Ferrets. Honestly, I've met a few ferrets, and they're squirrely guys. Wait, what makes you say that about ferrets, Bran? You think a sea otter would? That's wild. I think my dog looks very much like a sea otter, but I don't think he looks very funny. What makes you think a sea otter? Oh, because they have many stories and jokes to tell. They're pretty quick too. Pretty quick. And also they do kind of mess with humans a bit. Otters. I've seen some funny videos of otters. They do have quite a bit of a humor, I would think. Oh no, it's from the hurricane you're getting. Oh, the backlash from that? Oh no, IRL Twisters does not sound fun. Alexandra says hyena. Is it because they laugh a lot? Cool Kid on Twitch. That is absolutely bad. That's a bad thing. Don't do that. I knew it. That's not the first hyena we've gotten because of their laughter. That's funny. That's actually funny. I bet penguins would be so funny. Really? I feel like they're just so cold they wouldn't even be able to get it out through the chattering teeth. Kennedy? Penguins would be funny. That's funny. Part of Texas that I am in is under drought advisory. Oh my God. Kira, thank you so much for that. Good morning, Kira. Good morning, dude. So good to see you in chat. Guys, I'm thinking about playing Fall Guys later. Do you guys know what a Fall Guys is? You guys ever played Fall Guys? How are you, Kira? What's up, Brian? How you doing? Welcome to chat. You guys know what Fall Guys is? Yes, I was thinking about playing some Fall Guys later. You'd love some Fall Guys? Dude, I think it's a fun one too, and I'm not bad. I'm not bad. Now that I said that, I'm gonna just probably suck, but I like Fall Guys. They added Fall Guys to Fortnite today? Shut up. Alexandra, you're kidding, right? I'm such a bruja. I didn't know that. I was just vibing. I wanted Fall Guys in my life. That's so funny. What time does Fight Club start? We don't talk about that here, Alex. What the hell did I tell you, Alex? Oh, no, don't ask me today. I'm barely here. Well, we're here for you, Kira. So if you want us and want to be present, you can. If you want to lurk, that's perfectly fine, too. I love it all. I love you guys just being here and hanging out with us today. Some back bling. Hey, yo, Sassy, welcome to chat. Good to see you there. No, there's an update. I did see the update. I went to go to my Epic Games launcher to update my Fall Games. And it was like updating Fortnite. And I was like, what's Fortnite updating with? What's that about? So I might do a game of Fall Guys and then maybe a game of Fortnite. We have time today. I'm going to be probably live until like 2:30. And it's 7, guys. 7:30 in the morning. So we got all day chat. It's me and you, baby. It's me and you, baby. It's 6 p.m. sharp, not a second late. What are you talking about? What did I miss? Sorry you missed yesterday. Guys, never apologize for missing a stream. You guys have real lives too, you know? I appreciate that you guys dedicate any amount of the time that is super valuable of your lives in this chat at all. So never apologize for missing a stream. If anything, I just should be thank you for being here. Obstacle course for loot. Oh, sick. Okay, I might try that actually. Yeah, bro just came in and broke the first round of food. What are we talking about here, Alex? He started asking about it immediately. What are we talking about, dude? Anyway, Fall Guys is probably on the docket today, I think. I did have a question for the day. We did drop a new video today, guys. It's brand new video. Brand new video just dropped. On UBI and AI. It's on the YouTube, linked on my channel. I'll probably try to plug that a few times throughout the day today. I finished editing it yesterday. Oi, Kira, thanks for the like on the live stream. You guys, we're getting kicked off early today. It's 7:29. It's not even 7:30 in the morning yet, guys. We're talking about a lot today, honestly. This is enough for my question of the day, unless anyone has a secondary answer they wanted to throw out here. You already watched it, Pog. Thank you, Joey. What did you think? Any suggestions? Anything I can do better in the future? I kind of made it in like 2 days. I want to spend more time making YouTube videos. I haven't done that. I wanted to spend time like storyboarding things out, but things happen so fast. Hyenas, since they're always laughing, Ceci, you're so not alone. There's like 3 other people in the chat that were like, dude, hyenas would be the funniest, actually. We've seen Lion King. They're hilarious. They're always yakking at something, you know what I mean? Always laughing it up. Come on, guys, we know the answers. It's penguins, dude. Someone said penguins too, and I was making a joke because don't really remember Madagascar. The only thing I remember from Madagascar is like, it's Friday. That one, that little bit. It's Friday. That's from Madagascar, right? Field trip day. It's Friday. Field trip day. Friday. It's field trip day. It's Friday. It's field trip day. It's like the one thing I remember from that. That's funny. Go ahead and make that a little bit. You guys see little Bean over here? See little Bean? Look at little Bean. He's so cute, little Bean. Good morning, little Bean. Hey, why are we up so early all the time, Mom? What's that about? What's that about? We have a lot on the docket, though. I want to talk about a lot. It's Tech Tuesdays, baby. Okay, we got NVIDIA dropping and stopping some production of things. Okay, we have OpenAI is falling apart in front of our eyes. Elon Musk is suing. Or Sam Altman's suing? I don't know. There's some suing happening here. And then Google had been sued, lost. They have a response. And then obviously we'll talk about the crypto and like market crash from Japan to the crypto market. So everything in between was affected yesterday. We do have quite a bit of rebound on that. We're going to watch a Graham Stephan video, talk about AI a little bit, and then move into our daily games, and then we'll do some Fall Guys. I'm talking variety, baby. It's a big one. It's a big one. The Cool Kid McCall on Twitch said you ate a shoe cake. Wait, was it a fondant, like shoe cake? What do you mean? What do you mean? Google got sued by the state of Missouri. Okay, so you already know more about this than I do. Danny, good morning. Hope it's a good one for everyone as well as you, Danny. How's your morning going? Good morning, guys. It's Tuesday. It's 7:30 in the morning. You guys are awake with the sun. I'm awake. We're awake together. We're in community. We're going to be talking a lot about tech today. We're going to do some mini games, and then I want to play Fall Guys. And I think Fall Guys we can play in trios too. So if you have Fall Guys at home, maybe we could do some sub playing too. Elon is being sued by everyone, says Cool Kid on Twitch. Yeah, that does kind of feel like the thing. Saint Trina, you have a 3050? Well, the 3060 graphics cards, they're getting discontinued, but they are going to continue support for them. This was an interesting tidbit because yesterday we were talking about graphics cards for silencing conservatives or something. Joey, why are we getting political? Joey. Yeah, I think you could use duos and squads on Fall Guys. Say less, Ceci. I want to do Fall Guys later. I updated it this morning. Dalton and Nikki, welcome to the live. Stayed up too late and now you're reading. Oh, you stayed up too late reading and now you were tired, but it's worth it. That's way better than when I did. That's way better than what I did, Danny. I stayed up watching a streamer play that stupid college football game. And I hate myself for that. I stayed up to like 11:30 watching this guy play college football. It's kind of silly, but I love it. Thought on 2070 Super. Hey, yo. V, you're literally a gamer. You be playing mad games. We give variety here. We do mad variety here. Honestly, I have ADHD. I can't do one thing all stream. I just can't do it. As much as I think it would be awesome to play a game for like one thing 6 hours straight, I simply can't. I can't do that. I've never been able to do that. So I have to change it up like every 15 minutes. We got to move to a different store. We got to move to a different game. So that's just kind of what the stream is. And I'm so sorry if that's painful to watch, but anyway, so guys, despite the RTX 3060 discontinuing, they will continue for like consumer support. So don't fear not if you're like, oh no, oh no, what is happening? These final orders will take months to completely fulfill as GPUs are delivered in batches. So they were still in production up until very recent. But they are no longer going to be producing them, no longer going to be selling them. They're just going to be selling them on their shelves and then obviously supporting the consumers that bought them. So fear not, if you saw this update, that is what's happening. Hardware and customer support will remain on the line. So I wouldn't worry too much about this. It did get a lot of traction though for what it is. I have a 30, what is it? A 3080 or something like that. So I don't know. It's kind of a wild thing to see. Hey, Vara is gaming. Just followed the live, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. You have ADHD too. So mine's non-diagnosed. I've actually never been diagnosed because I've never had access to healthcare to that long where like I could actually go check. You know what I mean? Hey yo, that's just what it is. So if you have the dergs, you should take them. But in the meantime, this stream will be just litty because I don't have the meds. So be on the glow. Just follow it along. Thank you for being here. Twitch Vader, thank you for being here as well. Anyway, that's just a little update on that. Guys, this was kind of bonkers. I did want to talk about this. This is about the OpenAI co-founder that is leaving OpenAI and not the first one to do it. In fact, I think he's the third one to do it. It really does kind of feel like OpenAI might be crumbling at this point. This is the third person to now leave OpenAI that started OpenAI. I believe it was... co-founder John Skolman and Greg Brockman and Peter Deng are all major people that were part of AI that have left. So again, John Solomon was that key founder that left to join Anthropic, right? The rival. Jan left to join Anthropic. Greg, the president, OpenAI's president and co-founder, is now taking an extended leave of absence throughout the rest of the year. Oh yeah, and that Peter Deng guy, he went to Meta. So that's what's happening at OpenAI right now. He dropped this on Twitter yesterday. I don't want to go to Twitter. I'm taking a sabbatical through the end of the year. First time to relax since founding OpenAI 9 years ago. The mission is far from complete, but we still have a safe AGI to build, chat. AGI on the horizon. But that's a lot of high-profile exits from a huge company, dude. Cool Kid Macaw, you'll have to re-download Fall Guys. You should do that. You should absolutely do that. Polina, thank you so much for liking the live. Peter Deng was a product manager who joined OpenAI last year after leading the products at Meta, Uber, and Airtable. And he exited. The news of Brockman and Deng's departure was earlier reported by Information. There's a creepy copy pasta where an AI becomes God. I believe it. Yo, how you doing? It's like a cute little pithy name. Skolman, the other guy I was telling you that left, did post his decision on X as well. And this is what he said. I've decided to pursue this goal at Anthropic. So he's like, good goal, but I'm taking it to a different company, which again, I think is kind of wild. What is Airtable? A failed company. Sag. A failed company. Cool Kid Macaw on Twitch was asking. But as stated here, he believed that he could gain new perspectives and do research alongside people who were deeply engaged on the topics that he was most interested in. He's confident that OpenAI will, and the teams that he was a part of, will continue to thrive without me. See, this is kind of wild. This is like a cultural difference, right? He's like, man, I'm interested and passionate about these things. Didn't align with the current team I'm with, even though he was part of the biggest team in the world working on AI. I don't know. That doesn't sit well with me. Does that sit? You know what I mean? Like, why would you leave one of the biggest teams, the most well-funded team, working on this kind of technology for granted maybe the second or third largest company? Maybe autonomy. Like, it has to be a cultural thing, right? Like a work cultural thing. Do the Deadpool dance? What? Like the bye dance? You don't want to see that. Everyone would leave in chat. As soon as these hips start moving, chat would leave. Guaranteed. You've been going by Dith since you got your PS3 years ago? Nice, dude. That's awesome. Anyway, this did not sit well with me at all. I feel like once a week I cover like a CEO or someone leaving. And it maybe should be noted also that like ever since last year, November, when Sam Altman was kicked out of OpenAI, you guys remember that? It was like an overthrowing of Sam Altman, and they were like, hey man, you post a lot on Twitter and you announce things that like we didn't mention and now we have to do. And you just do that on Twitter. So I don't know if you remember that, but he was kicked out in November of 2023. He was brought back on after the outing, right? I don't know. None of this is really sitting well with me. They think that they are building so publicly, but to an outsider and a normie like myself, I see this as like, what the fuck is going on? What are they hiding, man? Like, what are they? Why is there so much movement happening? Turnover like it's a damn coffee shop, right? Like, what? I don't know. Simply Shay. Maybe the AI is becoming conscious and they're asking, they're getting scared like Google. Maybe. But wouldn't that be an exciting prospect for someone building technology like this? Wouldn't you want to be there to like mitigate and like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not on the technical side. I'm more on the cultural side of things. I really think that like how people learn is important, and I thought OpenAI gave a shit. And I think there are obviously team members that do, but with all of this like shaking up and the moving of teams and leadership, it is not exactly clear anymore. I don't know. The projection, all we have is really what Sam Altman says, and half the things he says is so confusing. Yes. Thank you, Joey, in chat right now and on the Discord. Let's go. I'll open that up. You sent another link in Discord. Say less, dude. Here it is. Thank you for that, Joey. The story continues. We have Elon Musk to talk about too. So the AI, the crazy tech leadership doesn't end there, okay? OpenAI does kind of seem to be in shambles. It does seem a lot of people are jumping ship for Anthropic specifically. I'm just stating facts, guys. I'm just stating facts, guys. The person who worked on Google's AI quit and ran away once it started getting crazy, says Simply Shay. Not shocking. Let's move on though. So Elon Musk says he'll lock iPhones in electromagnetic cage at all of his businesses after Apple announces partnership. This was from June 11th. I remember this. During the new announcement that Apple was dropping Apple Intelligence, they did mention that they would be integrating OpenAI's ChatGPT feature, I believe. Is that what this is going to be about? I think that's what this is. Which is a total overreaction, and I don't know why you would be so outraged over this. So a little over 12 hours ago, and again, this was at the beginning of June, chat. OpenAI's ChatGPT would be integrated into its technology, Apple announced at its Apple Intelligence announcement. Formerly, the world's richest man, I like that qualifier. Formerly, not anymore. The world's richest man, Musk, is developing his own artificial intelligence models at the EV maker Tesla and startup xAI. And I think shortly after this article, they did receive a lot of money and funding too. Toxic, what's up, man? Musk was one of the earliest backers of AI. You zoom in here, see if we can read a little bit better together. Here we go. Is that better, chat? Not really, is it? How's that? The relationship soured when Musk left in 2018, was pushed out. He was pushed out. No one wanted him there. Hey, Toxic. Just reading some tech news. We're doing some updates. Haley, welcome to the live. A war of the words. It appeared that chat didn't pop up on screen. I don't know what that means. TikTok. A war of the words and rival products ensued, culminating in Musk launching an ongoing lawsuit against Altman and OpenAI, which I think this is the resolution to the bag of worms that this article is kind of laying out for us. Dude, Toxic, no worries. Honestly, we're not even playing Fortnite today even. We're going to be playing some Fall Guys. But that's a crazy work schedule, and I hope you're doing all right, man. The article goes on to say it's therefore a little bit of a surprise to witness Musk's fury upon the hearing Apple's announcement yesterday that is, quote, integrating GPT access into its experience with iOS 18, as we know and have covered. The man hates AI, creates AI. Yeah, he hates anything he can't be a part of. Speaking of richness, is anyone going to say anything about Warren Buffett sold so much stock today and got so much richer? Oh yeah, we're talking about it. We're actually going to watch a Graham Stephan video about it. Somehow he managed to pump an entire video out overnight. This is the kind of YouTuber I aspire to be. Not like Graham Stephan, like, look at my Bugatti, but like the kind of YouTuber that is disciplined enough to like, I have this video idea, I'm going to write a script, I'm going to record it, and then sit down and edit it, and then I'm going to pump it out the next day. You know what? That takes a lot of grit, or like an entire team of producers, whatever. That's probably what he actually has. Back to Musk, and we're gonna get there too, Joey. I want to talk about it all today, dude. I'm like ADHD'd up. I'm ready to roll, okay? Chat, thanks for being here and juicing me up in chat, whether it is via liking the stream. I see we're about to hit 1,500 likes. I appreciate you guys being here and just chilling. All my lurkers. Hope I'm not bouncing off the walls too much for you guys today. I'm literally bouncing. I'm buzzing, chat. I'm buzzing. Joey, why are you buzzing? You're not even usually awake yet. Crazy. Here's a quote. I believe from Elon himself. If Apple integrates OpenAI at the OS level, then Apple devices will be banned at my companies, he wrote. That is unacceptable and a security violation. Where's H2O at? Not yet. I have to drink 1 cup of... Actually, I gotta down both of my coffees, Vanessa, before I even touch water. And that's on breakfast. Elon Musk continued, and visitors will have to check their Apple devices at the door, where they will be stored in a Faraday cage. A Faraday cage is used to block some electromagnetic fields. I bet Elon Musk was like worried about 5G waves when they first came out. 5G? You know what I mean? Like, Elon strikes me as that kind of guy. What is this? This is the quote we just read, chat. New standard for AI privacy. Apple outlined a raft of privacy measures related to AI this week, Worldwide Developers Conference in California. The CEO, Tim Cook, said that the company's new AI strategy features named Apple Intelligence as the, quote, next big step for his company. The organization also laid out what it believes to be, quote, a new frontier for the privacy in artificial intelligence. And I did make a video, actually, I think. Didn't I? This one, how Apple Intelligence, it's going to be AI for all. I talked about the marketing thing here. And, here, right there, boom. I thought they did pretty well with marketing the privacy. You're awake and already had my coffee? Dude, Joey, stunting on him. It's Tuesday. That's what's up, man. Proud of you, Joey. I thought Apple did a really, really good job at marketing their privacy features. That is correct, Cool Kid Macaw. On Twitch. But, you know, Elon's gonna have his opinions, I suppose. The cloud intelligence system, named Private Cloud Compute, what is with these names, was created to make sure that personal user data that was sent to PCC isn't accessible to anyone other than the user, not even Apple, which again, I think is a great layer of protection. Apple's 10-page, near 4,000-word announcement of PCC also promises, quote, more to come. So that's not even it, right? They have additional layers of security they're looking to roll out. I'm presuming that they are testing it. They're in some sort of like beta. Since it's going to be new, I'd hope that they're testing it, not just releasing it live. That'd be crazy. So, yeah, more layers to come. Hold on, I'm trying to do a thing on the YouTubes. On the YouTubes. There we go. Okay. So, where are we at today? That's what happened. Where are we at today? Well, Elon Musk is suing OpenAI, alleging deceit of Shakespearean proportions. So, Elon Musk doesn't like Apple because of OpenAI's integration of ChatGPT. And then here he is again on his little escapades. Tesla CEO alleges his former partners, including CEO Sam Altman, manipulated him into co-founding the company. You think he's gonna, like, I don't know, claim he gets like half of it or something? That was going to happen here? Musk is once again suing OpenAI and its chief executive, Sam Altman, resurrecting a legal battle against his former partners with a case that now claims they manipulated him into co-founding the artificial intelligence company. Imagine being so silly that you're suing someone for fooling you. They outsmarted me. Aha, I'm gonna sue you. Like, what is this Reddit debater stuff? Months after abruptly withdrawing a similar lawsuit without explanation, Musk filed a new lawsuit on Monday in a Northern California federal court. I gotta watch what I say because I'm employed by him. Hey, yo, sorry, yeah, I don't know. OpenAI denied the allegations in a statement to The Guardian, pointing out to his previous blog post about Musk's initial lawsuit earlier this year. Fair. Musk's latest complaint is a textbook tale of altruism versus greed. I'm assuming he's the altruistic actor in this argument, repeating allegations in his previous suit that his former co-founders in OpenAI betrayed him by turning the company from a non-profit into a largely for-profit enterprise. Dude, the perfidy and deceit is of Shakespearean proportions. Wow, dude, how dramatic. I love this. This is hot news, guys. Musk's lawyer claimed that the new lawsuit held a vast difference from the case earlier. Swear, it's totally different. The latest complaint, quote, holds defendants accountable for intentional misrepresentations to Musk and the public, and it seeks disgorgement from their ill-gotten gains on a grand scale. Oh, that is what he's saying. He's like, I was fooled. They tricked me. And I gave them all of my big ideas. And then I left. I got pushed out because they wanted to make money and not me. Not me, Mr. Altruism. No. I was only in it for mankind, is what his argument is here. The lawsuit renews a legal battle between Musk, yada, yada, yada. Musk's new lawsuit centers around a similar claim to the one that he filed in February, arguing that Altman and his other founder, Brockman, who are now left, by the way, or at least on indefinite leave, broke what he calls the founding agreement to develop artificial intelligence for the betterment of humanity. Mr. Altruism himself, okay. OpenAI and Altman vehemently pushed back against the claims and allegations, casting him as a bitter and petty ex-partner, which does seem to kind of match the narrative of past co-founders that have worked with him. So I'm not too surprised there. In a March blog post, what's up, Eli? Welcome to chat, dude. Good to see you. On TikTok. Following the initial suit, Altman and other OpenAI executives published emails claiming to show that Musk always supported a shift towards for-profit. Yeah, dude, imagine Musk going, actually, what if we didn't make money? What if we just did it for the people? Said Musk never. I would never imagine him saying that. He said, we're sad that it's come to this if someone from someone we've deeply admired. That's just a self-report. You didn't have to say that. Here's a quote to finish us off here. As we said about Elon's initial legal filing, which was subsequently withdrawn, Elon's prior emails continue to speak for themselves. An AI spokesperson told The Guardian in response for a new lawsuit. They've got the receipts, Elon. The new complaint alleges that an OpenAI broke federal racketeering laws. Musk's lawyer told the New York Times, quote, a much more forceful lawsuit than the previous one. Yeah, we held off our biggest claims until they shot down the ones that were actually ones maybe that held water. That's crazy. You broke your arm? Your fam apart? Wait, what? What are you doing? What are you homeworking over there, Eli? What are you talking about? Let's see. After Musk lent his name to the venture, investing significant time, tens of millions of dollars in seed capital, and recruiting top AI scientists for OpenAI, Musk and the nonprofit's namesake objective were betrayed by Altman. I just don't think this is true. They have the receipts, and they're probably pretty damning. They're going to be using the same ones they used in the last trial that essentially was like, money's not bad. That's essentially what Elon Musk said. That he's open to it so long as like it remains with a positive mission and vision. Okay. 7 years ago. Oh, I've read 7 articles in the last year. Okay. Anyway, that's what's going on with OpenAI, Elon Musk, and all of them. Which brings me to my next bit. You should watch the new video I put out because it's about them. It's about how tech leaders want a UBI, and potentially what that could look like. Their ideas and my thoughts about those ideas. So if you haven't checked it out already, you definitely should. It's right here on the YouTube channel, linked on the bio. So go ahead, check it out. If you haven't already, you should do it. You should do it. What else? Joey, say something nice about Elon. Tell me something nice about him. Have you met him? Did you shake his hand? Does he smell nice? Is he nice to you? Does he buy you lunch? I want to know, does his Turkish hair plants look as good in person as they do on camera? Genuinely curious. All right, we're gonna talk about Missouri. Asking for a friend, by the way, Joey. Just asking for a friend. His facilities are nice. That's a nice thing to say about him. Do they have the robots there, Joey? Have you seen the coffee robots in the facilities? I will say the man knows how to build a workspace. Absolutely, Joey. I would agree. Good morning, Kairu. I just finished my first cup of coffee. I work at Tesla too. We all actually work at Tesla. But you didn't know that? That's crazy. I'm gonna get more coffee. Does that extend to friends and family, Joey? And can you combine it with the $7,000 discount for California residents? How's that work, Joey? Again, asking for a friend, okay? I'm asking for a friend, Joey. Honest to God, asking for a friend. Can I put this camera behind it? Actually, that'd be kind of nice. Yeah, I can. There we go. There we go, chat. That's better. You get to use it 2 times a year, but have to wait a year to sell the car. That's... See... So if I gifted you money to buy it... So if I gave you the money to buy a Tesla, then I could get it, you get it, and then you could just... How's that work, Joey? Tell me more. Oh yeah, we're not done with tech news, actually. We're not done with like the big threes. We talked about OpenAI, we talked about Tesla. Let's talk about Google. Dude, it's a big tech day. I told you, it was a huge tech day. I was just scrolling on my Twitter and I'm like, yo, is everybody okay? Spoiler alert, they're not. They're not okay. Guys, thanks for tuning in today, by the way. I want to appreciate all of you guys for being here on YouTube, the 4 of you over there. If you're hanging out on Twitch, thank you for that. If you're hanging out on TikTok, thank you for that. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Sometimes I read about this stuff and then I have no one to bitch about it to. So thanks for listening, chat. If you'd pre-order it and then get it in a year's time frame with a couple miles on it, hey now. No, Nikki won't let me buy a Tesla. She won't. I wanted to buy a Tesla a few years back and instead I bought a Volkswagen. Yeah, I went with a diesel car. I wasn't really in it for the EV. I was in it for the gas mileage. And I think that's probably how a lot of people are. What's your name on Twitch? It's actually just Vdrees. Today I'm streaming a horizontal over there, but I'm going to change it back. Because I guess chat likes the horizontal streams a lot better than the vertical stream. So I'll do that again tomorrow. But it's just Vdrees. I'm Vdrees on every platform because it was available and I yoinked it, dude. There's no other Vdrees apparently. You'd have to get the extended mileage battery to make it worth it. Dude, okay, what was that one company that made, Joey, you might know, okay, the EV company that made it kind of looked like a vintage car. And there was like a lot of knobs involved. Vintage EV looking car. Hold on. What is this thing called? No, I guess vintage is the wrong word. Vintage is the wrong word. It's more of like a 90s style looking EV. Vintage isn't the word. That's not what I wanted. Is it a Rivian? Is it? I think you might be right. The smaller, yeah. The Rivians that were announced that were like, yes, the R1S. These things look sick. Carly, thanks for jumping ship, dude. Welcome to the Twitch. It'll look a lot better tomorrow, I promise. It'll be back to horizontal content. This guy, the R3. This R3 just looks mad respect for the design team for this. This thing looks dope. I just feel EVs look better aesthetically. Like this, I would agree. This thing looks freaking cool, especially in person. They did like the electric like EV. Wasn't really an EV. I guess it was, but it included like scooters and all sorts of other vehicles to get around that were electric. And I saw these in person and it looked really cool. Very petite. Very petite. Don't like the headlights. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan of these headlights. They're on the like a Jeep too, and like the Broncos sort of have these style headlights. Not a huge fan. You know what would be tight on this if it had the pop-up lights. Now that would go crazy, like the 2000 Mazda lights. Whoa, whoa! You love these headlights or the pop-ups? I really think the pop-ups would go hard on this car, dude. Pew. That'd be so sick. MSG Ian, welcome to live, dude. I'm just fangirling over some cars. Yeah, I'm not a MGS Ian. I was talking about these lights. Not a big fan. I think it'd be sick if they had the Mazda pop-up lights. The Miata. These things, if they had these lights on this car, I think it would go absolutely crazy. Every older brother would have this car. This car would go absolutely bonkers. Be like the coolest car on the road. You're sticking to your old gas-powered vehicles. Listen, Boastful Crown, I'm putting around in my diesel Volkswagen. I'm not here. I'm not even here to sell you on an EV. They couldn't even sell me on an EV, and I love tech. I love cars. I think I would have totally bought the bullet on an EV had it been the right fit. McKenna, welcome to the live. It's been a while, dude. Like the ID Buzz, I would have bought like a T1 was the other like EV option for Volkswagen. Didn't like it. And even the guy working at Volkswagen was like, don't do it. They get picked up a lot by like the tow truck. Don't do it. Yeah, school tomorrow. Eli, what the hell? What the hell? Hey, Jason on YouTube. How you doing, man? Good to see you. B. I don't know what that means. Typo? Hit your head on the keyboard? It's first day. Huh? I like a car I can fix myself. I don't need a degree to be able to do it. True. True. Fair. Fair. Your boyfriend wants a Lexus GX? What does that look like? Is that a EV? Oh, it's like a mom car. This is kind of a mom car. This is kind of a mom car, McKenna. Wait a second. Hold on. This is like the coolest dad showing up to soccer practice car. This is a good one. It's safe. But this is like, I think, a car that my grandpa would be super into because he used to drive the white Tahoe. This is what my grandpa used to drive. This was his car of choice, chat. Joshua, what about the Lucid Air or the Pulsar? Let me look up the Lucid Air real quick. You would consider an electric car, but I've only seen one charging station. Oh my god. That's not good. I'm giving in. I've had 12 people in the past week send me your live on my For You page. Oh, geez Louise. Thank you. Thank you for giving me a try, dude. Hopefully we can give you a few smiles and laughs today. Thanks for being here, though. I do appreciate it. Thanks for following the live. You and John Taylor's version. Welcome. I went from a Jetta to a Mazda 3, and I miss my Jetta so bad. Dude, this is what I drive, guys. They don't even sell this car anymore. Every time I take my car to a shop. They offer to buy my car. This is what I'm smashing around in. Chicky, welcome to the live. Good morning. Good to see you. I drive a little Volkswagen Jetta. Okay, it's a sports wagon. It's a diesel. Okay. Joshua on YouTube's asking about the Lucid Air. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of the way this looks. It does kind of look futuristic, though. You drive a Jetta too? Did we just become best friends? Hot girls drive Jettas, Joey. Let's go. You've had one car since you were 15, and it's an '07 Ford Mustang. It'll be 25 this month. Oh, you'll be 25. I don't know, but that's awesome, Danny. I mean, Stealthy Summer. That is so sick. That is hot girl shit too. That's hot girl summer shit. You got a GMC with a 345,000 miles, JC. That's kind of tight. That means you love that car, and it shows. That's awesome, dude. A 99 van, as long as it gets you to where you're going, right? Kai, absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. You've had 2 Jettas. Your first one flipped 3 times. Oh my god. And it still drove. I love Jettas. Yeah. I love my Jetta. You'd have to rip it out of my dead hands, honestly. I've been offered more money than I bought the car for. I'm not going to sell it. What's an Armada? Shut up. I've never heard of this before. You better not be trolling me right now. Am I looking up something that's like bad? Oh, no. This is like the grandpa car. This is awesome. Yeah. This looks like my grandpa's car. My grandpa used to drive this car. 67 Impala? Oh, dude, this is the Dean car. This is from Supernatural, brother. Hell yeah. Boastful Crown 69 knows what's up. Hey, yo. Want to see Jensen Ackles pop out of this. Ow, ow, ow. A Tahoe isn't a grandpa's car? What the heck? It's only a grandpa's car because my grandpa drove it, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's only a grandpa's car because my grandpa drove it. So, I don't know. That's just how I associate it with. I don't know. 97 Saturn goes hard. My old hairstylist used to drive a Saturn. It was sick. Loved it. You wanted this car before you knew what Supernatural was. Fair, fair. I want this car because of Supernatural. Proud Subaru owner. I've never been able to afford a Subaru, but I've always wanted one. And then your niece wanted an old Passat for her first car before she got rid of it. It would only drive in reverse. Brother. Let me look at this poster from a YouTube chatter. Joshua sent this. I like this. I'm a big kind of crossover fan. I like the petiter cars, but that still have like the big boy vibe. I want to be able to put my dog in the back. You know what I mean? I wanted to have a hatchback, but I also want to get 40 miles per the gallon. Hot take. Joshua on YouTube says Fisker Ocean went bankrupt. Most of these EVs companies are techie and need fantasies that flop. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's all good in practice, but can you sell it, right? Hatchback is crucial. 10 out of 10 would recommend a hatchback. Can't do anything other than that, honestly. How did we get here, chat? How did we get here? How did we get here, chat? We were talking about OpenAI. We were talking about OpenAI. We were talking about Elon Musk suing Apple for not integrating. We were reading about Elon Musk not liking Apple because of GPT. And then we read about Elon Musk suing Sam Altman because he got fooled and tricked by a smarter boy. And how did we get to cars? I don't know. On track. Google lawsuit. Yes. Yes, we were going to talk about the Google lawsuit. I'm like, wait, how did we get to vehicles, though? Google is also being sued, or was sued, and then lost. They lost the DOJ antitrust suit. The judge found that it violated antitrust laws, guys. Consumer win? Rare consumer dub? Is that a rare consumer dub for us, chat? Is this what? Quote, after carefully being considered and weighed the witness testimony evidence, the court reached the following conclusion. Google is a monopolist. Whoa, what? And has acted as one to maintain its monopoly. And to which Google said, our bad. Oops. It's a whoopsie. We didn't want to monopolize. We the best. You know what I mean? All we do is win. We can't help it. We just consume all the other companies that are interesting, you know? Here's their statement on it, you guys. Quote, Google's communications on Twitter said this decision recognizes that Google offers the best search engine, but concludes that we shouldn't be allowed to make it easily available. Shouldn't be allowed to make it easily. That's a weird conclusion that they would find. We appreciate the court's finding that Google is, quote, the industry's highest quality search engine. Yo, the self-gratifying language they're using here goes crazy, which has earned Google the trust of hundreds of millions of daily users. That Google, quote, has long been the best search. Dude, the self-glazing is going so hard. Oh my God. Particularly on mobile devices, has continued to innovate its search. Apple and Mozilla occasionally assesses Google's search quality relative to its rivals and find that Google's to be superior. Okay. Are we bringing back Ask Jeeves? That'd be kind of hype, dude. What if Ask Jeeves is actually like an AI avatar now? Would be kind of crazy. Google continues on with their quote here. Given this, and that people are increasingly looking for information in more and more ways, we plan to appeal. Oh, so never mind. They were like, we still think that you guys are wrong. We're the best. We want to keep growing and keep consuming to be the best. As this process continues, we will remain focused on making products that people find helpful and easy to use. Oh, so, okay. They said, you find us to be a monopoly. We find you to be silly gooses and think we are simply the best. That's fair. Your grandpa has a Spiker AC8. Is that a car? Is that a car? A Spy? Is this like an IROC? Is that a Hot Boy car? Oh, so you're in a different tax bracket. Got it. Jackson. Hey, yo. Different tax bracket. Jackson in chat. Hey, yo. He rich. That's crazy, man. It looks tight though. This is like one of them classic like Jaguar looking cars. That's crazy. This statement's crazy. This is such a self-glaze. What is the guy saying? Darth Autocrat, what are you saying? Condolences that we shouldn't be allowed to make it easy available. That is not what was stated. That's what I was thinking. I was like, that's not what they said, right? They were like, can you make it harder to find? Can you make the user ability actually more inaccessible? I doubt any judge was like, can you make it more difficult to use? That is not what happened. So they declared Google monopoly and then nothing is going to happen. That's fair. Is there a follow-up on like what has to happen? So if Missouri said, right, if the DOJ did in fact rule that, you know, Google has violated antitrust, do they just have to pay a fine? Is that the punishment, I guess, is just pay a fine, or do they have to like restructure the company? Because it does sound like Google is saying, thanks for acknowledging we are the best. We will continue to be the best. And we're gonna appeal. And you're wrong. That's what this feels like. I could be wrong though. Is there a follow-up? Let me find out. I thought this was a rare consumer dub, but I could be wrong. I'm looking. Hey, Fan Banny, thank you. Fanny Banny, thank you so much for that heart. Appreciate you. Thanks for juicing the stream. Thanks for sending gifts, guys. I always appreciate it. Never expected, always appreciated.
Another one.
Oh, okay. This looks like a good headline. Oh, we have a video? Hell yeah. Let's watch the video. I love watching a good video. Let me pause my music. Hold on. All right, it's video time. Everyone get your popcorn. Attorney General Andrew Bailey on Twitter has said stuff on it. Ooh, really? What did he say? Clyde the Ghost on YouTube just read the title, Happy Birthday, early birthday. Thank you so much. You thought I was younger than 30. Thank you. I'm not 30 yet, chat. We have days until I'm 30. Cassandra, thanks for following the live. Appreciate you. Yes, guys, I have 8 days until my birthday. Thank you for the kind words on YouTube, Clyde. I do appreciate that. Not 30 yet, though. Keep that out of your mouth. Not 30 yet.
We've been following for you.
This is quiet as hell. Let me turn it up.
This afternoon, a federal judge ruled Google violated antitrust laws with its search business and held an illegal monopoly in search and text advertising.
So the company spent billions of dollars on exclusive
Jackson, you search the price. You tell me the price.
Itself as a default search provider on phones and the web, the U.S. government alleged Google was able to block out competitors like
You got until December? It's going to fly by.
Microsoft Bing, DuckDuckGo. A U.S. district judge said the action must be stopped.
$352,000 on a car? So Jackson, if you see right around here, there should be a donation. Okay. No, that's sick, dude. I hope it appreciates in value and doesn't depreciate. That's a hell of an investment.
Google a monopolist.
That's now. Okay.
Locked up some 90% of the internet search market through a partnership with Apple. It also had similar agreements with Verizon and Samsung to be the default search provider.
Okay, so what's the deal? They're not allowed to do that. There's nothing that... Oh, here we go. There are no fines or monetary penalties in these type of cases. Chat, let me read that again. There are no fines. No or monetary penalties in this type of case. There's nothing, chat. But the court will have to decide whether or not Google should be broken up. More likely, it will order Google to eliminate exclusive contracts. That's crazy. You know what? This is a good time to plug. They don't pay me or anything, but have you guys used Arc browser on your iPhones? This shit goes hard. Arc search on your phone? Bruh. Only 120, so they're exclusive too. That's crazy. Arc search goes hard, dude. If you haven't used Arc search, this browse for me function is crazy, dude. Actually good. Actually good collection. Beats Perplexity search. Beats ChatGPT, in my opinion, even when you have the internet hooked up to it. Arc search goes hard of OS. I use it as my default browser. You use Safari? Joey. Joey. Fucking Safari. Fucking Safari. Joe, you're doing it.
We did it.
You're doing it, Joe. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, dude. Joshua from YouTube says this: 99% of cars depreciate in value with time. EV cars drop like a rock after 2 years. Thank you, the battery, for that. 70% of the value is gone. Won't flood the market with cars that can hold value and collapse the industry faster? Question mark. Yeah, I think we've really embraced the notion of like building tech to break. Like that built-in sort of like, what do they call that? The expiration date on tech, it is very intentionally built into it. There is a term for that. What is happening? What is Arc search? I wonder if I could show you a demo. This is not an ad. This is not an ad. I actually just like Arc. I like Arc. I like the stock. This is not an ad. This is just good. I like this. This is a good one. Wait, didn't I make a video about this? Is that too, like... Didn't I do a video? Didn't I make a fucking video about this, chat? Does this fucking play about me? Hold on. Did I? The Arc browser? I've been an Arc stan for a while. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Dude, it's so good, though. It's so good. I would recommend this. Arc browse demo, maybe? Should see it in action. 10 months ago. I want to see the new update. It's been updated. This month, maybe? Anyone do anything this month? Here we go. We'll watch a video. Grab your popcorn. Grab your popcorn, chat. We're doing videos today. We're gonna watch some videos today, chat. This is Arc Browser Skadoosh. I hope you think it is interesting. I thought it was pretty interesting. We need Nokia to come back with stuff that will never break. Yes! I remember running my Nokia over with the car. Remember that Tahoe I showed you earlier? That happened. Planned obsolescence. Thank you so much, menstrual cyclist. Yes, I think we as a society has become like very accepting of planned obsolescence. So with Joshua on YouTube asking about like, well, why are we flooding the market with cars that can't hold value, that will collapse? They have this built-in and planned obsolescence. Well, it helps us and it's convenient today. I think convenience overall is sort of like the marketing play. This is the browser company. They make amazing marketing material too.
Welcome to Countdown. Today, Adam and I are counting down the top 5 not so obvious features in Arc Search. The fastest way to get what
like this is just a cool little demo video
on the internet.
The fastest. Let's kick it off with number 5. Swiping left and right on the bottom bar to switch between recent tabs.
Look at that. So smooth, so clinical. Are you taking notes here, Adam? Because this is a masterclass in using the internet faster and better. Number 4 is all about getting answers fast by scrolling through autocompletes on your keyboard.
Less typing, faster answers, kind of like...
Okay, I want to back it up. So you see how it's searching? It is very much like Perplexity in the fact that it gathers all of this data, but it'll like also mine Reddit forums in like way more detail than a Google search would.
Kind of like when someone
finishes
and then it'll build you an entire page.
Sentences.
That's actually helpful.
Rounding out the top 3,
actually helpful.
Bronze medal goes to the home screen widget. Easy access to search and your
there's a widget.
Is right.
That's new. I didn't know about that.
Home screen? More like home field advantage. And coming in at number 2, pinning links.
You ever find a web page that you love, but you want to save it for later?
Pin it.
Save it.
Sync it.
Love it.
Access it quickly in-app or sync it across all your devices.
And coming in at number 1, the feature that separates the utility players from the MVPs, voice search.
It's kind of like a walkie-talkie. Just press and hold that plus button.
It's actually not the best video, but that's new features they released. I just wanted to show you the freaking search. Do they make shorts? Of course they do.
皆さんこんにちは、豆です。
What are the tallest buildings in the New York City skyline?
So this is the search function though. So look at that. I don't know, maybe I'm a visual learner, but it itemizes things by like chronological relevance. So like if I asked a query, it'll try to answer my query first and then sort of like get the additional info, where I think as like Google, it just gives you a general overview and you're like, that's not really the query I asked. It's not the answer to my question exactly, but it's going to get me to a link that I could probably find my own answer. This is way better. This just does it. It answers it so clear. And it's just an app on your phone. So anyway, that's what's going on with Google. That's what's going on with everything. Apple just got in trouble for making iPhones fail. That's where you learn the term from. Prince, you just came back. What did you miss? Well, just, you know, questioning our tech overlords today. Seeing if the consumer caught any dubs, and we didn't. Spoiler alert, we did not catch any dubs. But on the bright side, Google might make their search engine less accessible. I don't know. Could have been a better day for tech news. Yesterday was a terrible day for stocks. Guys, did you guys catch what happened yesterday? So stocks have already started rebounding today. They, you know, for the most part, it's like half up, I think. So if you lost $1,000 yesterday, today you might be up 500. So it's like half recovered. But this was happening in real time yesterday. We were like looking through it. You guys remember that? Like in real time, we're like, oh, we should just ignore this. Seems like recession is trending on Twitter. Oh, it seems like the stocks are crashing. Oh, we should just keep moving forward and pretend this is not happening around us. Remember that? Remember that, chap? Joshua on YouTube says, China has a graveyard of EV cars. They make them and then toss them in the yard after they aren't working anymore. Oh, that's pretty bad because a lot of the parts are probably not very recyclable, like the batteries. Not great. I did want to talk about this today because I didn't talk about it yesterday because I didn't really know what was happening. I did notice that like everything downsized by like up to 10%. At the very minimum, I think like 3%, 2%. That's a pretty big turn in market. So I did get this like little thread that we can kind of go through, and then I wanted to watch another video. Grab your popcorn, chat. Yo, we got videos up the wahoo today. We have so much media on the docket. It's crazy. Yesterday, validated lower interest rates are coming in September. Woo! Yeah. And also the private capital markets are collapsing as well. No one wants to see consumers have more money in their pockets. No one wants to see the purchasing power goes up. And by no one, I just mean corporate overlords and the wealthy. We want to see that. We want more purchasing power. But then McDonald's went up though, right? You bet yes, it did. Because obviously the $5 meal is back at McDonald's. And that's hot shit when the markets are crashing. Obvi, right? Am I wrong? I don't know. I could be wrong. Anyway, let's talk about it. It's Tuesday. Let's talk about it. 100 people literally dictate the economy for 8 million. Joey's right. The market is easily spooked, chat. The market, just like super auto pets, they are easily spooked, okay? They are. Rates are already trending down slightly, at least in the real estate world, says Skadoosh on TikTok. And yes, they are. We're already seeing price cuts happen, and this was happening beforehand. And if you know any strippers or anyone that relies on tips, you would see that, you know, when people are talking about this recession, they've been feeling it for a while now. And now we have it getting felt in the markets, right? So they're pricing in that now. That's what we're witnessing. You're about to go to YouTube and put you on my TV so I can watch and clean. Kennedy doing productive stuff and still watching the stream. That's a grade A chatter right there. The Super Auto Pets reference? Nice. That's what I'm here to do. Make sense out of the world around us. Warren Buffett probably single-handedly crashed the market, said Joey. You did mention that he did a big sell-off, right? Wait, Big Brain might do the same. Vanessa, nice. I gotta fix these Twitch and YouTube streams so they're horizontal again, so we can you guys can watch them on each TV and actually fill up the space a bit. All right, so the world stocks and crypto are crashing. We're talking anywhere from Japan, the US markets, crypto markets, all of it, right? Everything from Google, Meta, Apple, Nvidia, Bitcoin, Ethereum is all down by trillions except McDonald's. Why? Because $5 meal deals are back, baby. That's not why. I don't know why McDonald's is so up. But I have had the $5 meal deal since McDonald's brought them back, and 10 out of 10 would work. It's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. He gained $2.2 billion from selling yesterday. I haven't even made up my $1,000 loss. That is so messed up. So messed up, chat. So messed up. The markets are so fake and they get so scared, okay? 12 most important updates from the last 24 hours that might have impact on the world. Let's look at it. This was what Japan's stock market looked like. And again, we're looking at an hour chart here. This looks very dramatic. It is very dramatic. But again, this is an hour chart. Perspective is everything when we're looking at markets and charts for like a benchmark, okay? Keep that in mind. Michael, welcome. We're talking about the collapse of many markets. I'm not saying it's a collapse of the economy because it's not a collapse of the economy. This is not a recession. This is a market getting spooked on a global scale, right? Ethereum was down 21%. Bitcoin was down 14%. Solana was down 17%. Usually what happens when the stock market's down, you see sort of a revival of like a resurgence in crypto. So usually bonds will go up and so will crypto when the markets go down. That's just a correlation they tend to have, right? It's not a mutually beneficial relationship, but it's a relationship nonetheless. $2 trillion were erased from the stock market on yesterday morning, right? And again, it's already recovered, I think, about half of this. Let me see. Yeah, the markets are raging today. Let's look at Bitcoin, not the markets, but Bitcoin. It's recovered. It's did a little boop. So this is 5-day, 6-month, year-to-date, right? I don't know what you guys use for benchmarks, but if you look at the Dow as a benchmark, it pretty much wiped out all of the gains year to date. I mean, we're here right at 39. It hasn't been 39 since like March. So perspective is everything, right? It was a tough day, but perspective is everything. Like we're still up on year to date on many of the benchmarks that everybody uses. And again, we're talking markets, not economy, right? It's so different. Connected, but different. The Magnificent Seven is currently set to erase $1.5 trillion in market cap. This was yesterday. So when you see today, it was yesterday. Jeez. Nvidia down 11. Google was down 11. This is crazy. Apple was down 10. Intel down 26%. This was probably one of the biggest wipeouts. Intel. That's nuts, man. Warren Buffett. So here's what Joey's talking about. Now holds $277 billion in cash, which according to Joey, this might be $279 billion in cash now. He sold 50% of his Apple stock. Fucking crazy. That's crazy, chat. Stocks are fake and it's all vibes based. That's what you can think about stocks as. Stocks are all vibes based. Thanks for the follow. Where was that at? YouTube? I think it was YouTube. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you guys. For hanging out, chilling. Become part of the community if you have already. Thank you so much. The rich get richer and the middle class gets poorer. That's right. That's right. Anyway, this is one of the richest dudes, Warren Buffett. Berkshire's going nuts, dude. So $1 trillion was liquidated from cryptocurrency markets over the last 24 hours. So everyone was selling, right? It was a sell-off yesterday. Taiwan stock market suffered the worst loss since 1967, chat. At least 6 major trading platforms were currently experiencing outages yesterday from everybody trying to take out and liquidate assets, move things around, right? Citi, Fidelity, E-Trade, you name it. They were popular financial services that were just straight up down, experiencing issues. Goddamn Plaid. Robinhood, what a shit show. Okay. Moving on, Robinhood has suspended its trading service. But I mean, honestly, they do this every day. Robinhood's trash. And I'm not just saying that because they bought the startup I used to work for. I just don't like Robinhood. Weapons manufacturer Lockheed Martin stock price went up 23% in a month. This is not... That's not, obviously, we're in wartime right now. There's 4 different wars waging. I don't really know how important this bit of data is, but what middle class, says Joshua, by the way? It disappeared a while ago. Joey? You have everything in Robinhood? I don't know. They bought my old startup, so I'm going to just refrain from saying anything about that. You know the risks associated with putting your money in a financial technology application, not a bank. Not a bank. That's what I'll say about that. Goldman Sachs says this. It's not a crash. Let's go ahead and see what Goldman Sachs is saying. And then we'll watch a different video. This is 2.5 minutes. Maybe we don't watch this. It's a healthy correction. But I don't sell. They're just going to sit there till I die. We'll see how long that lasts, huh? Anyway, multiple brokerages did stop and halt all trading. Let's watch Graham Stephan, one of my favorite YouTubers. I know, probably doesn't maybe feel like Graham Stephan would be one of my favorite YouTubers, but he is. Honestly, him and Marquez Brownlee, I think, are some of my favorite YouTuber, video essayists. These guys are really, really, I think, pretty good, fair-minded individuals for the most part.
More than 1,000 points as that global sell-off in 10.
There's a reason why grandparents put money in their mattresses. Mine put theirs in an investment account.
Intensifies over.
Thank you, JJ.
Overnight, Japan's Nikkei plunged 12%. That is
also good morning, JJ. Good to see you.
Its worst day since 1987.
Seems like a recession cannot be ruled out just yet.
What's up, you guys? It's Graham here, and apparently we're look. As soon as I go out of town to film for my podcast, the entire market goes into a complete freefall tailspin. Normally, I would just wait until I get home to make a video like this, but this is urgent, and we need to bring you up.
See, that's what I said. The sheer ability of this man to sit down, script out a video. Have an important point to make, and then go ahead and film it, and then get his editors and production team to actually put it out and publish. This is a crazy push. You know what I mean? He did this yesterday. This didn't come out this morning. He did all of this in over a day and a half. Crazy.
The speed with exactly
production
what's
work,
happening.
light work.
This is not normal. For the first time since 2020, we have the perfect storm of events all taking place at the exact same time, causing some of the largest single-day losses since COVID. And we all know how that turned out. So even though I'm rushing this out without many edits to try to get you the information,
I'm going to offer some analysis and commentary while we go through this video. I'm going to back it up. So check this out.
events all taking place at the exact same time, causing some of the largest single-day losses since COVID. And
so COVID, I think it was a 15% downturn in like a weekend. Is that what happened? Which was crazy. I don't think we'll ever experience a downturn like that. But we were just looking at some of the benchmarks, the Dow, the S&P, right? Even Bitcoin as a benchmark, and like it hasn't even completely wiped out year to date. So it is perspective, right? It is all about perspective, time in versus moving shit.
We all know how that turned out. So even though I'm rushing this out without many edits to try to get you the information as soon as possible, let's talk about exactly what's happening, why the stock market has fallen so much, what this means for you, and then what history tells us is most likely to happen next, since a lot of this is unprecedented. Although before we start, as usual, if you appreciate the makeshift studio like this and me filming really late at night to try to get you this information, all I ask
I have a sneaking suspicion that he filmed this on August 4th before the US markets actually crashed, huh? Let's see if his predictions were right. I mean, it's still out, so he probably felt pretty good about it.
Or subscribe. That would mean the world to me. That's it. Thank you so much, and all of this begins here, the Japanese yen unwinding. Look, even though this sounds like a complicated term, it's really easy to understand if we break it down. On the surface, global economies are extremely interconnected. Like what happens in the UK has the potential to impact the United States.
Hey, yo!
Decisions have a large effect on the demand of US dollars, and when one country is economically stronger than another, money tends to flow out and into something else, which is what's happening here. Even though our money has lost a significant amount of its purchasing power over the last 50 years, it's still the reserve currency in the world, and that means there's consistent demand for something.
So, in even simpler terms, it means other economies rely on the strength of our dollar to refortify their currency. A lot of economies are dependent on our success because that's the way we have set up the system. On like a colonial level. I know we're getting really fucking broad here. We don't usually go this deep into topics, but you know, we are today. We are today.
And no, I don't mean a $2 bill. I just keep this on.
Meaning they need us to buy from them? Not necessarily. They need our economy to be strong so that they can leverage our dollar. The US dollar is one of the most, and I'm putting this in quotes, stable currencies in the world.
Because it's good luck. Instead,
whereas if you say invested in the Turkish lira and like the whole world economy was based upon the Turkish lira, it would be very volatile. So a lot of people depend on our dollar for a stability, a point of stability.
I mean demand for US treasuries. Think of it like this. Every country has their own unique currency, interest rate, and inflation rate, which is constantly measured by what it gets you in US dollars. This means there can be arbitrage opportunities where you borrow in one currency at a low interest rate, put that in another currency at a higher interest rate, and then you profit the difference, which is what's happening with.
Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but some countries straight up buy our treasury bills just to hold them because it's a better investment than holding their own government currency. Money is fake.
Japan, for more than 30 years, the Japanese yen has been on a downtrend.
It's all vibes based, okay? Joey, that is exactly what happened in Japan.
It's so bad.
Yes.
Decades of deflation, an aging population, and weak demand that interest rates are.
Nikki, welcome. We're talking about the Western economic collapse. It's Tuesday.
I mean, near historic lows, just to incentivize spending, borrowing, and trade. And they could get away with that because until recently, inflation for them has been non-existent. Now, in most cases, this isn't that big of a deal, and global interest rates tend to balance each other out. But recently, something changed. Because the United States battled with record-high inflation from 2022 to 23, they were forced to
just a light Tuesday, you know.
raise interest rates at the fastest pace ever in history. And all of a sudden, the United States was paying a very competitive interest rate that was completely risk-free. This presented a very unique opportunity where
but not you, not us.
Traders could borrow the yen at a low interest rate, put that in US dollars and treasuries at a high interest rate, and then profit the difference. On top of that, historically, the yen has also gone down in value.
Good morning, Emerson. How you doing?
Relative to US dollars, which means that by the time you actually have to pay off your loan, it'll require fewer US dollars to be able to pay it back. So you could also make a profit.
We're doing great. Honestly, we're just kind of jumping into some not fun topics, but a lot of fun stuff today is on the docket. I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for tuning in this morning.
It's on top of that by paying back less than you borrowed. As an example of this, in really simple terms, imagine you borrowed 1.3 million yen at 0.5% interest, which would get you 10,000 US dollars. You could then take that $10,000 and buy a 12-month treasury that earns 5.5%. If everything stays the exact same, after 12 months, you now have $10,550, which is equivalent to 1,371,000 yen. You pay back the 1.3 million plus interest, and now you have roughly 500 US dollars worth of profit, all while investing in something that's backed by the full faith of the US government.
Yo, something's tree care. Welcome to the live, dude. Good morning.
However, like I mentioned earlier, there is one factor that could either be the biggest blessing or curse when it comes to this, and that would be currency exchange. In our previous example, investors got very accustomed to being able to borrow 1.3
We're pocket watching the U.S. right now.
million worth of yen, get 10,000
well, in Japan, I guess.
dollars, and 12 months later, when they cash out, the yen weakened, and all of a sudden, the $10,000 now gets you 1.5 million yen. This means not only would you be able to make $500 worth of profit, but you also make an extra 200,000 yen for free because the US dollar went up in value relative to what you borrowed. This, of course, seemed like a sure thing until it wasn't. That's right, Japan recently raised their interest rates in response to their currency consistently losing value, and as a result.
So you might have heard that, like, now's the best time to try, to go to Japan. You should travel to Japan. That's why people have been saying that. It's been really cheap because the value of their currency has been so much less than U.S., right? And this is it kind of all coming to that culmination, that moment of correction.
This caused the yen to strengthen and the dollar to decline. Or put another way, imagine you borrow 1.6 million yen to buy 10,000 US dollars. All of a sudden, the yen increases while the dollar declines. And now when you have to pay back the loan, your $10,000 only gets you 1.4 million yen. So you're $200,000 short, and you have to come up with the money fast. What do? Unfortunately, this is exactly what's just happened. As you could see on July 10th, $1 US bought you 161 yen. And now because of the rate hike, it only gives you 143 yen, a more than 10% decline from peak. And when you spread that across trillions of dollars invested throughout the United States in potentially leveraged positions, you have quite the storm. Essentially, all of this means that trillions of dollars had to be moved around or sold to pay off loans borrowed in another currency that now requires a lot more money to pay back.
Cue the mass sell-off.
Than what was borrowed. And boom, we have the making for a stock market sell-off.
Wait, where's McDonald's? Oh, go back. When was that? When was that chart from?
Sold to pay off loans borrowed in another currency that now requires a lot more money to pay back.
Michael, welcome.
Than what was borrowed. And boom, we have.
Where's McDonald's at? AMD was great. I swear this is from that Friday of close, huh?
The making for a stock market sell-off. In terms of how severe this is, Japan saw their single biggest day loss since Black Monday of 1987. Basically, just imagine if our stock market was down 13% in a day.
Okay, well,
versus the 3%. Well,
hey,
that's what Japan just dealt with. Of course, some people might wonder.
It depends on what benchmark you're using. A lot of people's portfolios definitely saw over a 10 to 15% decrease yesterday. You know what I mean? So it just depends on how you were diversified there.
Why would Japan raise interest rates like this if it's going to be such a big issue?
Guys, I'm gonna get a sparkling water. I'll be right back. Hang tight, grab the popcorn.
The answer to that is inflation. Remember, when the Japanese yen declines in value, it requires more of that currency to be able to buy goods and services from other countries. So they were forced to raise interest rates to prevent their currency from falling even further. All of this accumulated into a rather large, abrupt sell-off that then causes a lot more fear, which causes an even bigger sell-off, which causes a lot more fear, and the cycle repeats itself. Although the reality is, this is just the tip of the iceberg, because on top of everything we have going on, we also have recession fears. Last week it was announced that
Today's flavor is grapefruit, chat.
Companies are no longer hiring at the same rate that was initially expected, with the chief economist of ZipRecruiter saying that the labor market's clearly no longer normalizing, further deteriorating.
Okay, so now he's looking at a bunch of different indicators, right? Some people look at indexes as indicators. Some people hold the S&P and its movements as an indicator, right? Some people look at tips as an indicator. Some people look at unemployment, the labor market, as an indicator for what the markets are going to do, what the markets are doing, and sort of how to rationalize that. So that's what he's doing right now. If you're wondering, like, why, how, do these things connect to what we're witnessing in the markets? That's how. Some people just have different indicators they look at.
A negative cycle of job losses, consumers.
In job loss, unemployment rates, those are all really good indicators to look at.
Spending declines, business revenue declines, and more job cuts. As a result of that, the unemployment rate increased to 4.3%.
What's up, Rifle Kid on YouTube? Welcome, welcome. Messi or Ronaldo? Probably Messi.
Which some say
Ronaldo? I don't know. What's the right answer?
is an indicator that the recession
Sports ball.
that we feared over the last 2 years is finally coming. Why? Well, in this case, we have what's called the SOM indicator, which
Joey says Messi, so I'm going to stand by Messi.
measures the unemployment rate relative to where it was a year ago. And since the 1950s, it's correctly predicted just about every recession that we've seen. In this case, if the unemployment rate's 3-month moving average rises...
He says Ronaldo. I feel like this is a war I don't understand. I understand more about the markets than I do sports ball. I'm sorry.
Previous year, the recession is either imminent or already underway. You can see where I'm going with this. Of course, do keep in mind that just like any indicator, there is a chance this could be a false positive. There you go. Like, take a look at the...
So again, I know it's kind of a joke, but I swear to God, tipped employees know when there's a recession before any market strategist, before any economist knows there's a recession. Tip workers will know it first. So strippers, baristas, Lyft drivers, right? People that rely on tips, Uber drivers. These guys, they're going to know if there's a recession coming way before any economic analyst will. That's a hot take, but it's one that I will stand by.
Inverted yield curve, which has been inverted for more than 2 years without a recession. So I'll really leave it to you to come to your own conclusions, but one thing is for sure, rising unemployment will or can be an issue. For example, oil recently fell to 70...
Hey, homegirl from Mo, thank you so much for the follow on TikTok. I appreciate you being here.
$3 a barrel on fears that people are going to be cutting back, demand is going to weaken, and...
Wait, does this mean diesel is going to drop again? I love it when diesel drops. I get so excited. Gas prices shoot up and then diesel just tanks.
Employment is going to increase.
So sick.
Because of that, it's expected that exporters may begin to scale back production, and the impacts of that could last a very long time, which is precisely maybe why Warren Buffett is selling. No joke, I think he's out here playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers because his timing is impeccable. A few days ago, it was announced that Warren Buffett sold nearly half of his stake in Apple last quarter, raising $84 billion.
Warren Buffett has stripper friends. I swear.
In the process. Not only did he seem to have timed the market perfectly compared to where we are today, but he also trimmed his position in Apple.
Or it's just insider trading. But I mean, even insider trading, that's a crazy call.
Shortly before it was announced that Google violated antitrust.
Hey, Sam's biting my bit.
Laws by
What's going on here?
Search the default on Apple products, which made up 36% of their revenue. All of this
That's actually crazy. We're backing that up. Hold on.
It was announced that Google violated antitrust laws by paying to have their search the default on Apple products.
Pause. Apple gets 36% of Google revenue in search deal. Okay, that's sussy. Steph Curry or LeBron James? That's not even a question, dude. LeBron. What? Generational athlete. Are we serious? Stephen Curry or LeBron James? I love the Bay. I love my Golden State Warriors, but geez Louise.
36% of the revenue. All of this means that Warren Buffett...
Talking to Joshua on YouTube chat, by the way. TikTok chat, if you're like, who are you yelling at right now? Rifle Kid is over there on YouTube.
Of cash
stirring up the pot.
Before anything like this occurred, essentially at the peak of the market, which, great move.
Yeah.
Well, in terms of what this means
impeccable
for the future,
timing. Insider trading.
Things get very interesting with rate cuts. As of now, some economists are calling for the Federal Reserve to make an emergency rate cut to help...
Ethan Dooley, that was the name of a friend's little brother. Do you have a relative that went to Chico by chance?
Soften the blow. Others say the Federal Reserve is too late for rate cuts since they should have started sooner. And as of today, the market is pricing in the strong likelihood of a 50 basis point rate cut as soon as this September. Now, if you think, oh great,
Jazzy. Hey, good morning.
The Federal Reserve is going to lower interest rates and then the stock market is going to go up. Keep in mind that since 1990, every single time the Federal Reserve has lowered rates, the stock market has declined. Why, you might wonder? Well, historically, the Federal...
Again, perspective is so important. Just look at this chart, dude. That sentence isn't even true. Like, it pulled back, right? We're talking it pulled back. Suttons, thank you so much for liking the live. So when we're talking about the market, it is kind of an anomaly in the sense it is constantly going up, right? It is constantly going up. We're literally looking at the historical chart right here. I'm pretty sure, 1972 to 2022, every time the Fed pivot and did cut rates, there's a historical pullback. But what happens? Right? Even from here, we're looking at from 2000 and what? Like 5, right before the big crash of 2008. What happened? It pulled back. But literally within 2 years, it fucking skyrockets. And then COVID, right? And that was a crazy pullback too. The 10% deficit. You know how many people's like portfolios completely freezed? A lot. I don't know. Every time I see like, oh, the rate cuts are going to tank the market, it's like, no, we're going to have a temporary pullback and a correction. And then most likely within the next year, right? Timing always beats timing the markets.
Rates, the stock market.
Not financial advice. This is just what we're looking at statistically speaking here. You know what I mean? Like, people that try to time the market, you're not Warren Buffett.
It has declined.
You don't have the same stripper friends.
Why?
You just don't.
Well, historically, the Federal Reserve has not lowered interest rates unless they absolutely have to. It's not like they look at the stock market and say, ooh, the stock market's not going up as much as we want to.
That would be illegal. They do it anyway. That would be tampering.
There we go. Instead, they lower interest rates in anticipation of events that could be disastrous for the economy. And this has been the case the last 3 times, with the dot-com bubble, the Great Recession, and then shortly before COVID. In these cases, the stock market drop was not due to the rate cuts themselves, but rather the events that led to the rate cuts in the first place. So with all of this in mind, are we doomed? Not quite. As you can see, after enough time, there are plenty of occurrences where the market eventually begins to recover, some of which produce rather substantial returns. But you have to be patient. As of now, in the big picture, we're simply back to the same place the S&P 500 was 3 months ago, back in May. That's it.
I did not pre-watch this video, by the way.
We're down less than
I did not
10%
pre-watch.
of the peak, which is extremely common. For example, on average, a 10% market correction happens.
Yeah, okay. And then also the markets are still up. It hasn't even completely wiped out year to date either. So the fact that we are more than halfway through the year with a positive return, is it going to beat inflation rates? Maybe not. But I mean, is it going to be a down year? I don't know.
About every 16 months, and throughout the last 20 years, a 10% drop has happened 11 times. So even though the circumstances are unique, stock market drops are not. Does this mean the stock market can't fall even further?
Or if it's like an earthquake. We haven't even got to the big one yet, right?
Further? No. But it is too early to tell if this is just a short-term hiccup or if this is a signal that something much deeper is happening and it could get a lot worse. I mean, there's certainly a chance the Federal Reserve lowers interest rates, and that worsens the problem with the yen, causing an even bigger sell-off than we saw now. Or there's the chance that this is an absolute nothing burger. People panicked for really no reason, it was a short-term hiccup, and everything gets back to normal within a few days. That's why I think, either way, no matter what happens, it's always important to be prepared for the worst. So here's what I recommend. I've said this many times
Not financial advice
before, but number 1, always keep a 3 to 6 month emergency fund available at all times. This way, you're not going to have to sell off your stocks in the event of a reduction in income, you lose your job, or something happens where you have to sell at a loss. An emergency fund should be able to hold you through. Second, it's really important to diversify your assets. Just like tech stocks lost about 78%.
Did I see that the lead economist of the Biden admin resigned before this? No, I did not see that. But I mean,
We did it. We did it, Joe.
makes sense.
Entering the dot-com bubble. If you're all in, really
Sorry, I'm fast forwarding this. I think it's a lot of Rex, but I also like want to see what he says.
stocks or cryptocurrencies, there's a chance that you could lose a lot of money. At the end of the day, the more you diversify, the less volatility you're going to have, and the more insulated you're going to be in the event something happens. And that's what I do. I try to be
Yeah, diversification's always good.
equally as diversified
Sure.
from cash, treasuries, index funds, real. I know opportunity.
Keep buying, don't sell.
Keep buying in, or you don't need to sell your investments should something happen. And finally, 6, if you're extra paranoid,
Actually, keep buying is low-key like an underrated, like, yeah, we're doing news right now. We got a little bit more news too on the docket. Honestly, I have a lot I wanted to talk about today. We've been talking a lot. We've been straight yapping for the last like hour and a half.
This is not the best choice if you want to maximize returns, but for peace of mind, this is what it usually takes. I typically have a little extra cash on the sidelines because it helps me sleep at night.
Just have extra cash. Duh. Okay. Thank you, Graham. Thank you, Graham. I appreciate that. Anyway, what was the other one? This is it. It was a crazy day yesterday. Let's be honest. A lot of wipeouts happened. But as Graham sort of unpacked for us, I don't think listen, keep your eyes out. All right. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Hi, good morning, Brandon. What's up, Tiny Robot? Everybody in chat. How you guys doing? We're talking about the markets, the bubble burst. I want to take a look at from an AI angle too. We were talking a lot about the tech companies and sort of like restructuring that they've been doing. But with this new collapse, people are saying, is it the tech bubble perhaps contributing to this? Anyway, this is what the tech bubble looked like yesterday at the end of day. Okay, Nvidia was down 325 billion. Crazy numbers, just crazy numbers. Yeah, AI content has been crazy. Listen. It has been absolutely wild. I can't even keep up with all of it. Apple was down 300 bill. Google was down 200 bill. Amazon, surprisingly, only down 135 bill. Microsoft down 125 bill. By the way, today, shit's surging, right? Shit's doing another correction, a correction of the correction. I think it's already recovered like half of what it was lost yesterday. AMC reported earnings today, so they're going to be down. They missed the mark on that. Anyway, that's it for stock news only, right? I mean, compared to its competitors, like, sheesh. What else did I want to mention about this? That was it. I think we did a pretty good job. Talking about that. What do you guys think? It was pretty good. AI being implemented all freelance like this will be our final downfall. Yeah, maybe, or this will be our final downfall. So NVIDIA demonstrated how Apple Vision Pro can be used remotely to control a robot. Pretty cool, but also like, maybe this is what they meant by AI is coming for your job. It's like, is it coming for your job, or is someone going to be controlling a robot to do your job from like not California? You know what I mean? Like someone in like Maine, rural Maine, will be working in California via this robot suit. Like a drone. You know how they fly drones in the army? You don't actually have to be putting yourself in danger. That's what this is giving. That's what this kind of feels like, chat.
NVIDIA researchers capture human demonstrations, seeing the robot's hands in spatial overlay over the physical world. They then use RoboCasa, a generative simulation framework.
RoboCasa. That sounds like that Barbie movie when it's like my dojo.
Integrated into...
Have you been to my Robo Dojo, RoboCasa?
NVIDIA Isaac Lab to produce a massive number of environments and layouts.
What's up? Ready on YouTube. How you doing, man? Good to see you in chat.
They increase their data size using MimicGen NIM, which helps them generate large-scale synthetic motion datasets based on the small number of original captures. They train the group model.
Remember I was joking, all I want is an AI to do my laundry? I feel like we're getting a little too close.
A small number of original captures. They train the group.
I feel like this guy's gonna come Robo Dojo Casa house my laundry up, okay, Courtney?
NVIDIA DGX Cloud with the combined real and synthetic datasets. Next, they perform software-in-the-loop testing in Isaac Sim in the cloud and hardware-in-the-loop validation.
Robo Dojo Casa House for President 2024.
On Jetson Thor, before deploying the improved model to the real robots. NVIDIA Osmo Robotics Cloud Compute Orchestration Service manages job assignment and scaling across distributed...
Yo, I know the military is looking at this like, cool.
...resources throughout the workflow. Together, these computing platforms are empowering developers worldwide to bring us into the age of physical AI-powered.
Dude, she's just controlling it. The demo, the Omniverse, and then the real robot. So again, it's a layering system. She's a real lady in real time and doing a real movement, right? It gets sent to this guy in the middle, right? The process, and then gets outputted into the real world. Chat.
Humanoid robots.
Humanoid robots. Okay, Ready, you look interested in robots a lot, I guess. I am very interested in the future. It freaks me out and makes me excited, and those two feelings together it makes me buzzed. Okay, it really does excite me. It's just crazy stuff. It's stuff from the movies when I was a kid. You know what I mean? Like it really like blows my mind. And I feel very privileged to have space to explore this kind of stuff. So, yeah, I am very interested in robots and AI. So, yeah, why does this sound like a campaign video? I don't know. There's more here on the YouTube video. Dude, grab your fucking popcorn.
Environments and
Wait, this is the whole video we just watched?
The workflow.
So there's not more here. This is just the video. You're a future explorer? Yes, I'm a future explorer of pixels. For sure.
NVIDIA researchers capture...
This is crazy stuff. There was nothing else I want to say about it, except I'm pretty sure this might be that robot I wanted to do my laundry, but that I talk about often on the stream. I think it's pretty close, but I wonder who will be controlling it. Do they have to see my messy house? How does that work? How do they clean my home from remote positions? Just curious, Andy. That was meant to be earlier. Okay, gaming news. Guys, I have a bunch of gaming news too. I want to talk about Fortnite, okay? And I want to talk about Logan Paul, and then I want to play Fall Guys. That's crazy lineup. I know. It's a crazy lineup, chat. Who allowed me to do this? I don't know. Who gave me a stream key? That's what I really want to know. I'm sure it'll be like more than 1,000 USD, more than that for sure. To get a robot to clean my house, 100%. 100%. Chat, apparently the Fortnite community is mad at Epic for screwing over solo players. What is this about? Do I have any solo players of Fortnite in chat? Any solo players of Fortnite in chat? Anyone want to voice some grievances? Let them be known now. Let them be known now. Tyler, talk your truth. Speak your shit. What's going on with this whole solo player thing? Solo players are furious at Epic Games, accusing Fortnite developer of sidelining them in favor of group-focused content. I wouldn't know. I really only play in groups, but tell me more. Tell me more. Katie agrees as well. Fortnite's game modes include solo, duo, trio, and squad, but players believe that the recent updates push player base towards cooperative missions. Wyatt agrees. It's super annoying, he says in TikTok chat, how all the quests you have to do are with duos. I don't know. I have quite the carry in Joey, so I feel like I am always playing in duos. Am I part of the problem, chat? Am I the problem? All the quests have to be done with friends and stuff, so... Well, that doesn't seem very fair, actually. You have an interview at 9? Yes, Ray Lee. Do you have any questions? Like, do you have any questions prepared for them? When they ask you if you have any questions for us, make sure that you have a good one prepared, right? So, like, when was the last time someone was successful, or like, or when is the last time someone didn't work out? Like, ask them about how they manage or something. You know what I mean? Throw it back on them. You're pushing for level 200 this season, says Katie on TikTok chat, but you plateaued at 170. How does one plateau? You can't do any more quests alone. That's how you plateaued. You're unable to continue moving forward. Well, Katie, if you're in the Discord, you should send out an SOS and see if someone will join you. Because I have seen a few people throw out SOS for Fortnite play, and it happens. You thought Fortnite was mostly for groups or something after I saw the Fortnite teams in high school. Oh. So maybe they're just pushing for a community like game like that. I'll come back and tell you guys how it is. Please do, Rayleigh. I'm sure you're going to nail it. Have a good one, Reddy. Thank you for stopping by today on the YouTube chat. Good luck, Rayleigh. You got this. If the game can be solo, I think they should have solo quest options. I agree. It's crazy that you can't even attempt them as a solo. Is that what I'm hearing? Like they exist, but you can't even access them from solo? That seems a little lazy on the developer side of things. Chat, thanks for hanging out today. I see that there are 5 of you hanging out over there on YouTube. Thanks for being here. And everyone on TikTok, thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting the stream, whether you're liking the stream, whether you're chatting, whether you're lurking, whether you're sharing. I do appreciate it all. The article says one player expressed their frustration on Reddit, complaining that Fortnite has essentially screwed over all the solo players this season. They are pointing to pretty much all the quests, rally your friends, right? All of them are rally your friends quests. They lamented that the trend towards group quests, stating, I'm very tired of groups and social quests being forced on people. It's not fair to the individuals. In the comments, other players also shared their grievances, saying, quote, they don't care if it frustrates you. They actively hope it does. I don't know why they would want to frustrate their fan base, their user base. The skeptical player believes that Epic's ultimate goal is to make you try to get your friends to start playing. 5head. Yeah, Chicky and Joey did the Cybertruck quest successfully. You don't do random fills, so I can't reload at useless. I can convince one of my kids to lose with me. Kai. That makes sense, you said. Okay. Epic, what if we don't have friends then? What? You should join the Discord. You know what? It's the first link in our bio. If you need friends to play Discord, your Fortnite with, you should probably join the Discord. There's a lot of great people on the Discord that will help carry you to victory. And honestly, though, I feel that some people's social battery just shits out. Right? Some people just don't have the social battery required to like want to do that. And I think that's valid. I think you should be able to access them without a second party. Even if it's like, I don't know, scale to a difficulty that is really difficult to do solo, you should still get to try. You should still be able to hit your head against a wall and attempt to give it a go. My PS5 heard Fortnite just updated. Lol. I did try to update my Fortnite as well. We'll see how that goes. Another player chimed in with a workaround saying, make a second account. You have your alt AFK on in the lobby and then switch it. Pog chat. There's your workaround. So broken, dude. Create a second account. Just be a bot. I feel like that's going to get you banned. Maybe don't do that, actually. Wouldn't that get you banned if they found out that you were like creating bot accounts to do AFK? I don't know. That kind of worried me, actually. Like, as I was reading it out loud, what if they try to ban you or something? You actually have an account on your Switch used for the reboot quest? Yo! Okay. Fair. I mean, it's not exactly like... In Valo, they do it, right? They do like alt accounts and stuff, nerfed accounts. So like you get lower elo or whatever. So your people that you're matched against are like slightly lower or something like that. A third player criticized a reboot rally by stating, I'm not playing into their cheap attempt at turning me into a spokesperson for Fortnite. Honestly, that does kind of what it feels like. It's like, have you shared this with your friends? Yada, yada, yada. With ongoing issues like the controversial Cybertruck and overpowered weapons combined with stale meta and criticism from streamers, Fortnite future seems increasingly certain. I mean, I don't... Yes. Yes, I suppose that is very true. It does happen. All right. I have one little bit of news. Do we want to watch this today or do we want to save this for another day? I feel like it's been a news heavy day. This is a 20-minute video. That's kind of long, huh? Huh, chat? Should we save this? I'm very interested in the concept of Logan Paul suing CoffeeZilla for doing research-based reporting on the Zootopia crypto scam. I had it pulled up because it did kind of go in, it was like aligned with like market talk, but we've been doing a lot of market talk. Is it time for daily games? Chat? Is it time for daily games? Also, if you haven't already watched the video, you should go to my YouTube channel and watch the new video that is out. It's a goodie. It's a good one. It's a good one today, chat. Been doing pretty good about getting a video out per week. Not gonna lie. Yes, please. Are you talking about the gaming? Should we move on to mini games? I'm kind of econed out. I'm kind of done talking about money. Makes me low-key sad. You know what I mean? A little bit. Chicky's in a meeting for 10 minutes. Told me to wait. Okay, you got it. Dude, say less. Say less. I have something to stall. We'll stall. We'll stall. I've got something. Hold on. I've got something. Where's all my freaks in the sheets? Am I right? Hey-yo. I saw this. I sent it to my wife immediately. I'm gonna go to the bathroom too, so. Wait, the last time I played this song, I got DMCA'd, so maybe I won't do that. I'm gonna take a bio break, chat. I'm gonna take a bio break. What can I play for you while I'm gone? I don't want to get DMCA'd. Oh, I got it. I know what I'm gonna play for you, chat. Hold on. Give me a second. All right, chat. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, chat. I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back, chat. Subway Surfers, baby. Honestly, that's a game I should download. Yes, Cool Kid McCawsome still here on Twitch. Yo, what's going on? All right, chat. Let's get down to business. Dancing Fruits. Wait, what's that? We'll save this. We'll watch this another day. What else do I have for you while we stall a little bit here, chat? Let's stall a little bit. I did have some stuff. I didn't know if I wanted to get political today, but something really funny and political happened yesterday. I don't know if anybody caught that, but you guys know who Aiden Ross is? Yesterday we were talking about fascism. Do you guys remember that? And I pulled up the definition of fascism. This clip surfaced because Aiden Ross and the real Donald Trump had a stream together. What did Aiden do this? He had the former president on his stream. We're going to get election notice. I know we are. It was the 12th highest peak live viewed stream of the year so far. Cool Kid McCaw on Twitch. He that's what he did. It was kind of funny. It was a silly clown show, to be honest. Where's the walkout video? That was funny, dude. Here you go. This is the stream. It was on Kick. Okay. It was on. Good Lord is right. Good Lord. This is the song our former president walked out to. Okay. Yo. Hey. That's his song. Yo. This is just on a Kick stream, brother. This is crazy. This was crazy. It was the 12th highest viewed stream so far this year. which isn't saying a whole lot. I mean, Abai pulls bigger motion. Kai pulls bigger motion. I mean, it's kind of mid. Not gonna lie, it was kind of mid. Wasn't there a funny dance they did too? They like danced together. Anyway, the guy who interviewed Donald Trump. So again, this is a cake streamer, Aiden Ross, if you don't know. Duke Dennis, yeah, from AMP. Okay, so this is Aiden Ross. He's a cake streamer, and he had the former president, current political guy that's running for president on a stream. But this is the man who was interviewing him. So yesterday we were talking about fascism, and this was pretty funny. So this is the guy that interviewed Donald Trump.
What does a fascist mean? It means you are a far-right authorization on ultra-analyst, oh my God, ultra-analyst, political ideology.
Chat, is this what I sound like sometimes?
Characterized by dictator leadership, centralized autocracy, militarism, forcible suppression of opposition. So I don't know what that means, bro.
Yo, my mans. I would be lying to you if I didn't tell you I watched a little bit of it. You know, I plead the fifth. Listen, I do my best out here. I'm doing my best out here, okay? Anyway, I didn't even want to talk about this because, well, it was a clown show. Many men means he's cheating on living. That's a sentence of words together that I'm so sorry I can't quite make out. Did you watch it too, Lil Derp? I watched it because I honestly thought it was going to be a bigger deal than it was. It turned out to be kind of mid. Am I the only one that thought it was kind of mid? Did anybody else see it? Many men means. Oh, got it, Lil Derp. That just clicked. Oh, got it. Got it. Wasn't there like a funny little dance they did? Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Yeah, here it is. Oh my God, this is just cute. This is cute shit. This is funny. Watch AMP wrestling? I would. I like AMP. I personally enjoyed him willing to go on all these podcasts and streams. I think it's fun, and I think Kamala Harris should do it too. Give her Xannies and let her rip, you know? Look at them. Just boys being boys. Look at them. Just boys being boys. Double-fisted it, you know? Come on, dude. Come on, brother. How can you be mad at just boys being boys? Come on, it's kind of cute. They were like listening. Yeah, it is a USA Cybertruck. Good catch. This is a USA wrapped Cybertruck, baby. V, do you know what you should do? Order snacks from around the world and try them out for us? I should. There's a world market. It's adorable. Yeah, isn't it? It's just so cute. Look at the hair going through his little hairs. Look at that. Look at the wind going through his hairs. I just double fisting it, dude. Hey, yo. But yeah, that happened. There was some other kind of funny moments that came out of that stream. They were listening to like Elton John, I think, at one point together, YMCA. It was kind of getting a little sus, you know what I'm saying? It was cute. It was cute. It was cute. It was cute. I'll say that much. But it also did kind of give off the vibe. You know what I mean? Anyway, Trump is literally a college kid in a 7-year-old body. Yeah, apparently Dana White told him to do these streams, right, Joey? Is that literally no? It's something. It's something, right, guys? It's something. And other political news, I guess. Kamala Harris did announce that her running mate is Tim Walz, guys. There's that. A little both sides for you there. Apparently, he's a governor, a coach, a teacher, a veteran. He was also, I think, responsible for one of the but the U.S. largest free lunch program. So there's that. That's cool. He kind of looks a little old. I don't know. I don't know anything about him. That just showed up on my timeline. Anyway, to be honest, I think that's a bad BV pick. Why? Tell me more, Joey. We're stalling. Tell me more. What makes you say that? We're stalling for Chicky. I'm gonna start pulling up my games too, though. Guys, on the stream, we play mini games every day. Sometimes we play more mini games than other days, and today's one of those days where it's gonna kind of pull up a few I want to play, mostly word games. The Wordle, the Hurdle. I don't really want to do that. I'll pull up the Bandle, Costcodle. We'll do Time Guesser, Listed, and Food Guesser. And then I'm gonna play some baby games. I'm thinking we'll do Fall Guys, and if time permits, maybe some Fortnite. Kind of jump ship today. Do a few different things. Mark Kelly or a more well-known, better swing state for better outreach. So Shapiro or Kelly. I think Kelly would have been an awesome pick, to be honest. He was like an astronaut. Who doesn't love an astronaut, right? I didn't like Shapiro. I'm not going to lie. I didn't like him. He didn't like teachers. He doesn't like teachers. I don't like him. I like teachers. And Waltz likes teachers. He likes teachers too, right? He's a big union guy. Big union guy. Big labor rights protector, I think. But you're right. Who, Omega Lol? Who? Waltz who? I don't know this man. I only heard him for the first time. Is there a weapon guesser? No. Oh, there was a second game I wanted to pull up. A chatter. Chicky, actually. It was Chicky. Chicky recommended a game for us, and we're going to play it today. Not without her, of course. But it is a good time to sort of plug the Discord again, isn't it? Chicky recommended a game that we're going to play today. Pull it over here. It's called Faces. That is frightening. Okay. Yeah. Most don't know who Waltz in Minnesota has been blue for 50 years. So that's so funny because I'm from obviously California, and I don't think of Minnesota as a blue state. I did not know they were a blue state. I figured they would be a red state, but that's just ignorance. And I think that kind of goes to your point, right? I think that fortifies what you're saying. Minnesota Waltz, who Omega Lol? Like, who are these people? At least Kelly had name recognition. I didn't know about Shapiro either. It just sounds like Ben's name to me, and that's not great for name recognition. I don't think anybody likes Ben. So, not unironically, at least. Subs, by the way, thank you guys for becoming a sub. We hit 21 out of 50 on TikTok. We hit 5 subs over there on Twitch. Me and Joey got together yesterday and attempt to try to figure out how to connect it to the Discord. Didn't quite connect it to the Discord, but we're figuring it out. We're so close. I can taste it. It's right in our reach. It's in our grasp. They are the only state that voted blue when Reagan won in a landslide. Really? They even were like, no, we're not doing that either. That's kind of crazy. Aiden, welcome to the live. Chat, it's Tuesday. Thank you guys for being here on your Tuesday. It's 9:20 in the morning. I'm coming to you live from sunny Los Angeles. It's 72 degrees. I think the fog is finally burning off. Thank God. It was very confusing. It was very confusing out today. Thank you, Joey and Kira and Fanny Banny for kicking us off in Juice and Chat today as well. We are going to start moving into our mini games very, very soon here. 2% milk. Welcome to chat. What's with that? I feel like milk has been trending. Is milk stock up or am I tripping? You guys know what I'm talking about? This whole milk thing? Oh, we should have watched this video with Kaylee before she left. It was about jobs. I think we might have to do it manually for TikTok. I talked to some other stream and they said it's not working for them either. So Joey, it wasn't working last week either. So I'm just wondering, like, maybe it's just so new, right? Maybe it's just so new. Emily, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, Emily. All right, chat. I think we're going to get into some mini games. Close that down. Good morning, Emily. How you doing? We're about to get into some mini games, chat. We're going to play Connections, okay? And then after we play our mini games, we're going to move into Fall Guys. I haven't played Fall Guys in a while. Oh, yeah, here he is in front of the Cybertruck. Look at this stance. Guys, look at this stance. Chat. What is this stance? What is this? What is this stance? I simply cannot. Anyway, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. That's enough of that, chat. It's time, chat. You guys know what time it is? It's game time. It's time to play the game. Time to play the game. All right, chat, it's minigame time. If you're new here, I'm V. Every day we play a few minigames, right? Every day. Some days we do all the minigames. Some days we do a section of the newspaper. What newspaper, you might be wondering? This newspaper. It's our white paper. All the games we play are on it. Today, I hand-selected just a few games. Just a few games. Perfect timing is right, Michael. Welcome. We're going to play Connections. Connections is the game where we look at a group of words. We're looking for 4 that are connected and well, they're connected. So, and then we will click them and we have 4 guesses to find all 4 connections. So there are 4 groups of words that are connected. Okay. So we're going to play the game together. All right, Chad, if you've already played the game, don't spoil it. Don't do that. No one likes like a spoiler. Okay. No one likes a spoiler in chat. All right, welcome. Let's get going. Let's get started, okay? It's time. We're moving. All right. Let's see. Cloud, shoe, subject, object, bull, guinea pig. Okay, well, obviously we have some animals here. Are there other animals? Matter, volunteer, sheep, right? A sheep. And a cotton ball? Protest. Mind, dandelion, participant. No, that's a misnomer. Time guesser? Yeah, you already know it. Time guesser's on the docket as well. We're going to play about 9 games today. Joey, coming in with a possible connection already with participant, a sheep, a volunteer, and a subject. Are these followers? I think you're right. Katie is correcting. I don't think maybe it's not a sheep. I like Katie's guinea pig. I think guinea pig goes with this category. Chat, what do you think? Participant, volunteer, guinea pig, and subject. Mythical has one on YouTube that we will talk about right after this one. But do we like this? I think I like this. Yes. Ariel says yes. Joey says send it with those sub emotes in chat. Let's go. We're going to send this, chat. Michael's got it. Let's go. All right. Mythical on YouTube chat says cloud, fog, cotton ball, and maybe sheep. Fluffy bits, right? Fluffy bits. Ariel, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Fluffy bits, right? These are fluffy bits. Clouds are fluffy bits. Cotton balls are fluffy bits. Fog is kind of fluffy, right? Fuzzy white. That's, yes, I like that. Wait, dandelion is also a fluffy bit. Dandelion, I think, is more fluffy than a fog. Fluffy bits. Fluffy bits. What a fun word, fluffy bits. I feel like that would be like a really hard like dodgeball team name. We are the Fluffy Bits. Boom, pelted. You know what I mean? That'd be sick. That'd be kind of fun. Oh, Myth on YouTube is kind of using a decent rationale here. They said fog should go with cloud. Eternal Dadpool in chat. What is good, my friend? On a scale of 1 to fluffy, dandelion is higher than the fog. Fair. But what if fog and cloud are there just as a confusing twist? Just another day, my friend. Indeedy dandy. Dandelion. Indeedy dandelion. That's true. A dandelion could just be a flower. On a scale of cloud, fog is more cloud than dandelion. Shut up, Myth on YouTube. Sass and TikTok chat. It's either fog or dandelion. We haven't done any missed guesses yet. And we don't exactly gain points either, chat. Redwood Symphony, welcome to the live. I gotta be better at thanking people for showing up. Scrolling through. All right, cloud, cotton ball, fog, and sheep. I'm thinking this could be the one. Maybe fog, dandelion, and no sheep. Well, what would be the fourth? What would be the fourth then? Huh? I'll send it, but... sheep. If you don't see me in chat for a while, I'll probably be asleep, says Cool Kid McCossum. Dude, no worries. Missing you already. Protest, disapprove, object, in mind. Oh, object. Like, I object to what you are saying. Myth, I see you on YouTube, but what if we remove sheep, what would be the related term that goes back into that? Dandelion. No sheep. Okay, hold on. We're getting another option from Courtney in chat, and we can do that. Let's look at that one. Because maybe if we can figure out the other group, then it will become a lot more obvious. Well, Myth, you said fog, dandelion, cotton ball, and cloud. No sheep. So I took out sheep and I put dandelion in. But on TikTok chat, Katie is making a different debate now. Hold on. Wait. Brain fog, brain matter. But none of them make sense with brain. So you were thinking the connection was brain. That's interesting. Things are white, like a cotton ball, a cloud. Yeah. Yeah, Myth, I had a sheep in there. I had sheep, cotton ball, cloud, and fog. So when you said dandelion, I removed sheep. And then I said, I don't understand what that connection is, though. What if dandelion's not fluffy? And then, hold on. Let me look at what, Courtney... Was it Kate? No, someone... Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna send it. Because if it's not that, it has to be the other one. We're sending it, chat. Okay, it's dandelion. Okay, I'm done. Hold on, wait a second. Chat, it was neither. Neither dandelion nor sheep. Thank you, Danny. Let's move away from the white fluffiness. Protest. Yes. Object. I object. I disapprove. And I mind. And I do mind. I switched the wrong one. Shit. Shit. Yeah, Womp Womp is totally right. Guys, this is not good. We have 2 guesses left. User error. Yeah. Definitely not a skills issue. Chat, what do you think about this one? You're good with this, says Courtney. Michael's just laughing at me. I deserve that. I was moving too quick. The coffee was making me buzz too hard. It was a skill issue. I don't want to hear it. All I want to see are sub emotes for send it if you agree. Disapprove, object, to mind, and protest. That's what I'm thinking, chat. That's what I'm thinking. That one's good, says Myth on YouTube chat. I'm feeling this like 78%. I want to see that a lot higher of a percentage, Danny. Michael says send it. Cool Kid McCaw on Twitch says send it. Myth on YouTube says it's good. Courtney's coming in with a 2 to 3% bump. Objection. We have a flag on the play. Chat, there's a flag on the play. Joey. Because mind isn't perfect. Because mind and matter, right? Those two stuck out to me pretty good. Erica, thank you so much for the follow. 5-yard penalty, first down. Possession. Whatever sports ball references are. Cool Kid McCaw saying send it. I'm going to send this. Last time I was kind of anxious to send it, I fucking dropped the ball, so I'm a little worried. Hands up, wait. Danny, I'm not. Yes, wait. Say less. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I do like this. We have 2 guesses though when we have 3 categories to lock in. So if we beef it on this one, we might not finish connections today. I'm worried. They're all different. Never mind, says Danny on TikTok. I think YouTube and Twitch are ready to roll. We have a flag on the play via TikTok. I need direction. I need direction, chat. I will not ignore you. You are not dumb. Courtney's still believing. Good night, Cool Kid McCaw. I am getting send it from Twitch and YouTube. I'll send it and then we'll blame it on them, okay, TikTok? Here we go. Hey, yo, just kidding. They get the glory. They get the glory. Let's go. Yes, print on YouTube. Let's go. All right. Fog show matter in chief. Why the matter? That's crazy. A bullhorn, a shoehorn, a foghorn. No, it's horn. I see it. Matterhorn. Joey, we got it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, this is white fluffy bits, right? This is white fluffy bits. White, fluffy white things. Literally fluffy white things, chat. Dude, I kind of nailed that. Fluffy white bits from the jump. I said that. I said fluffy white bits. I did say that. I remember, chat? I said fluffy white bits. That's pretty good. That was pretty good. Fortune, welcome to the live, dude. I'd say fog is also fluffy and white, but okay. It is, but is it fluffy if you can't fluff it? If you can't, my dog. Gabriella, welcome to the chat. Hey, little babe. Grab your chair, Papa. Fog isn't fluffy, says Courtney. A furry, get out of here. That, not you bringing in the furry talk from yesterday. It's wispy. Like I have stood at pretty high elevation in the middle of fog, and you can't feel it. It looks fluffy, therefore, I guess it is fluffy, but it's not like fluffy. You thought we were talking about furries? No. That was yesterday's thematic adventure. That's what that was. Furries was so yesterday. I hope that doesn't come back around. I guess we'll play Chicky's favorite game because she's not here right now. We are stalling, okay? We are stalling. All of the same logic applies to clouds because fog is pretty much just really low clouds. Okay, well then maybe clouds aren't fluffy either. That's just a 5-head take. You could touch a cloud though, right? Is fog a cloud? My head hurts. Yo, is this year? This is Paris of 2024. Okay, well we got that. And it's the Eiffel Tower. Dude, this one was a gimme. This was a gimme. Chat, this was a gimme. Let's see if we can get the right side of the Eiffel Tower. I mean, chances are they're not on the water side, so they're probably right here, right? Why is it so easy today? Yeah, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. No, you can't touch a cloud. Well, is it possible to be fluffy? Isn't fluffy an adjective that's attributed to like a thing you can touch? It's not fluffy if you can't touch it. I mean, you can, but it's not the same as touching fog. But you can't touch either, right, Myth? I'm talking to YouTube chat right now. TikTok, if you think I'm going crazy talking into the ether. I'm talking a myth on YouTube. They do. They probably got paid to put the Olympic stuff in there, to be honest with you. Wait, is this the west side? Or like this? On this side? Hey, I have a game for you if you want to do it. What is it? What is it? Prince on YouTube? What is it? I want to know. Sunsets in the west? Dude, I don't even know where the west is in comparison to this. So it would be here? Like that? Would that be about right? Like that? Prospecting is from the east. I don't have a compass. I don't have a compass. Perspective. Oh, did I read it wrong too? Did I just say perspective even though it said prospecting? And that's on our brains. Guessing I'm so bad at flag guessing, Prince. Yo, Prince, that's so messed up, Myth. Prince on YouTube was like, hey, I have a game for you. And I was like, what's the game, chat? And Prince was like, it's guessing different flags. To which I was like thinking, I'm not sure I'll be very strong. It's not my strong suit. To which Myth on YouTube, before I even finished my clause, was like, dude, you overestimate Americans' knowledge of the world. Ouch, but true. Why does the truth have to hurt so much, Myth? On YouTube. Ow. I'm making the guess. I knew where that was though, Myth. Kind of. Not really, I guess. At all. Jeez, it looked a lot closer. That is so fun. You love flags. You got one American in chat all about it. Not bad. We could have done better. Dude, that doesn't look like is that far away. I guess that's the stadium. I should have dropped it inside of the stadium. Doink, man. Doink. You said it, no offense, Myth. Yeah, okay. Anytime someone puts the qualifier, no offense, offense is always taken. But it's true. I'm just offended at the truth, okay? James Bond contra Goldfinger. Yo, this can't be for the N64 release of it, right? Cool Kid Macaw. Yeah, thanks for being here, man. You can join YouTube or you're an Extra Emily stan? Hell yeah, dude. I love Extra Emily. She's one of my favorite Twitch streamers, actually. Underrated. Underrated. Sean Connery. This is New York? Of when? Why does it feel so old and so new at the same time? This is New York where? Actually, no, Chicago? I don't... Got it. Cool Kid Macaw. It happens. I think Twitch is the same TOS though. Just so you know. Repol? This could be Chicago. The streets are pretty wide. Are you getting a Chicago vibe from this? Chat. Chicago? New York? Myth. Focus up. Myth, you're hyper-focusing on flags. Yeah. Dude, you do love a good flag. Yeah, the sky looks Chicagan? What do you mean the sky looks Chicagan? How does the sky look like it's a Chicago sky? Wait, this is a European license plate. Are we tripping or what? Did the US ever have license plates that look this Euro? Oh, Santino's back. Hold on. The little fluffer's back. I'm going to move him into the spot. There you go. Santino's back. Okay. It's giving Chicago gray. Joey, it's a black and white photo. Joey. This is the bottom of the photo, Courtney? Can you go back to the sign on the left? I want to see if we can identify the language. I think it's Italian. I think it's Italian. Wait, I'm tripping. Is this Scotland? Wait, what am I tripping? This is a euro. That's what I said. This is a European license plate, right? Madrid? What does it say? Where is it playing? Tell me where it's playing. You saw Madrid. That's Spanish. Oh, not Scotland. Unrelated conversation, but not Scotland. Oh. Wait, on the left and on the right? That's very confusing, chat. I'll go left first and then move to the right? This is Spanish? Wait, where's Madrid, chat? All right, I'm moving very slowly throughout every portion of this photo. Give me a second. I'm looking for the word Madrid. This is Madrid? Madrid? Yep. Sure. I buy that. Yep. I buy that. Oh, Scotland was unrelated to the... Okay, you're right. You guys are talking about different countries during time guessing. All right. We'll go Madrid. We'll go Madrid. Yep. Spain, Madrid. We're getting all of the right indicators. Courtney, yep. Yep. I agree. I agree, chat. Maybe like a downtown location? Somewhere around here? And then what? 62? Oh my god, it's on 62 actually. The original James Bond came out in the 60s, so this has to be the year it came out. They wouldn't be promoting it still, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know flags. And honestly, all the flags that you guys are sending on YouTube chat are showing up as a black flag. So, fun fact. It looks like a theater in the back, too. True. Never been to Madrid. It looks beautiful, but I don't know. I'll drop it in like a middle of downtown area. Go 61. All right, chat. I like it. Picasso? I like it. Okay, 62, just because it's even. I like it. We'll do that. Honestly, that's a great reason. All right, with Brennan and Courtney's permission and Danny saying send it, I think I'm going to send it. I'm going to send this, okay? 1962, somewhere in Madrid. Somewhere in Madrid. Somewhere. Sending. Let's go. Hey, yo, wait a second. I'm like 5 blocks off, dude. This is a view towards the cinema showing the 1964 James Bond film Goldfinger in downtown Madrid. 3 years off. Not bad. Not bad, chat. It was actually pretty good. Second one in a row that we did pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good, chat. Pretty good. All right. Now, let's keep this up. We have 3 more. Yeah, like down to 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, 5 blocks. That's crazy. Are we in Indonesia? That one was satisfying. Is this Indonesia? Whoa, that looked like carpet on the ground. That's crazy. Chicken? Chicken? This is Indonesia? government of India. We're in India. We're in India, chat. I mean, it's the government of India. So, yes, Smith was right. It was India. India, right here too. India stores. Now, let's see if we can find... Does anybody recognize any of these buildings? Are any of these buildings like culturally significant? Val, welcome. This guy looks so chill. I'm gonna go turn my AC on, chat. Let me know if you see anything specific in this photo I'm missing. Chican. I need my AC on though, but Chican. Is that a place? Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Hold on, I'll be right back. No furries! It's too small on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know how to make that any bigger. I'm sorry, chat. I could like blow it up to the full length of it, but sometimes it'll get cut off. Oh, I try not to do that. Same thing with YouTube, with Twitch, TikTok. Sorry, guys. I'm all over the place. I try to like make it bigger, but sometimes it'll cut the edges off and it actually makes it a worse viewing experience. So I'm gonna make it smaller. I'm trying to think of you guys, you know? India's huge. It might be North or East India. Wait, Myth, Prince, I need you guys to focus up. You guys are my like location frogs in chat. I need you guys focused. Where in India are we? Is that famous YouTuber Features? Shut up, dude. Shut up. For real though, where are we at? Are those shoes? How did they get up there? Yo, that's it. I remain unfocused. Chicky, welcome to the chat. Missed you. India's huge. New Delhi or Mumbai? Says Myth. Thank you. Thank you. You can go back to chatting flags. But I'm back. No worries. I'll go Mumbai. Mumbai. Seems poppin'. Seems poppin'. We'll go Mumbai. What? I wasn't paying attention. Chat! Chat! Wake up! I'm kidding. I think it's Mumbai. I'm gonna go Mumbai, and we're definitely like, I don't see a damn smartphone, but I'm seeing like a lot of kind of new vibes. 2008. Yo, I know you're saying that ironically, okay? Cool Kid Makasam, all right? On Twitch, all right? But it was still cool to see that in chat. I don't know if you guys, V is over our shenanigans today. I am one giant shenanigan. Hold on. Guys, I was on a VOD. Chat, are you talking about this? Are you talking about this? Okay, there I am, right there. Right there. You see me? Right there. I went... Brain break again. We're doing another brain break. That's me in my little short shorts. Boom. That's me in my little short shorts, chat. Nikita. I'm so hungry.
We got regular burgers. We got deluxe burgers, which are
So silly. Yelling at Nathan. Thanks, Chef. I'm so glad I wasn't the first one. They were just like berating Nathan. Nathan was being a little bit much. Okay. This guy asked me where I was from. I felt so violated. I was like, dude, this is live. I'm holding on to Monopoly money. They gave me like a fake bill that I would give to the Ludwig at the end. So I walked in, I had my fake money. LBC represent. Look at chat. V, look at Bean Transfer. Who is this? I need to know who that is. Hey. So cute, chat, so cute. Cutie Malding. Like Nikki didn't know who Hassan was. And then Hassan asked her to spell the name. Who's V? I fucking froze, okay? He's hot. Do you see his muscles? Okay? Have you ever stood in front of a Turkish god that stands at 6'5" and has muscles like that, Chicky? I froze. V, the game. All right, I'm getting sidetracked. I'm sorry. All right, your husband at 6'7". Well, I stand corrected. Back to Mumbai. Okay, like a Greek god. He was glistening. All right, it was hot in there. He was sweaty. I didn't know. Okay. No, it was a good time. It was a good time. All right, I'm focused back up. Cool Kid Macaw made me distracted. All right. Anytime someone yells at me now, is that the YouTuber Petries? That just kind of like that way. All right, we're in Mumbai. Okay, I think it's like 2000 and what? 11, 12? What are we thinking? I don't know. Just send anything. Joey says 2013. We're sending it. It was 2024. I mean 2014. That's crazy. Actually a good guess. Saved us in points too. Dude, it was Mumbai. Myth. On YouTube with Mumbai. Hi, yo. Myth, thank you so much. That's awesome. On to the next round we go. 4 out of 5. This is San Francisco. The kings, the queens, and all the lieges in chat know the great Mecca. I think this is actually like Castro. No. Castro? This is like this area, I think. Wherever the cable cars, they go out of, what is it, like Pine? This is the big cable car, I believe. No, that's a freeway. Cable cars start down here, right? And they go all the way from like Bay Street. Is that right? From Bay Street down. So probably like right around, again, we're looking at mountains. So maybe like right 17th. 17th. I'm too reckless. You didn't even look at the language. Shit. 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 Please be English. Stetson hats. Link suit. This feels still very much like San Francisco. What language am I missing here? Northland. Wait. I don't recognize. Lapels? What does this say? Tingies? Try Tingies for paints. Who's Tingy? It's a cute name. Wallpapers. Ah, yes, wallpapers. I see that now. Thank you. Northland. Miramar. I'm still not convinced it's not San Francisco. Union. This is like Union Street. That's a street. And it's like Union and Market? I am very reckless, though. V, listen to my logic, says Myth. Okay, dude. You wrote a lot, and I'm going to read it. British flag at top. Netherland is where Wellington and New Zealand is. New Zealand was a British colony until 1950, and I'm assuming it's before then, so this is Northern New Zealand. Shut up. That is some crazy rationale you just spit at me. Hold on. I'm going to read that again. The British flag is on top. Let's find this British flag. Holy shit, is that a Union Jack? I might be. Not the Netherlands. Northland is where Wellington and New Zealand is. New Zealand was a British colony until 1950-ish, and I'm assuming it's before then. So I think it's Northern New Zealand. Not the Netherlands? I didn't say Netherlands. What does it say? Got a big brain on chat. Hold on. You're thinking San Diego. I'm going to kick you. I'm going to kick you, Joey. This is not San Diego. Belux. Belux. Like Luxembourg? Maybe Myth is right, chat. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I did say that, didn't I? Courtney. I miss San Francisco. Maybe this is... Let me go look at New Zealand. What the fuck? Myth said New Zealand. Hold on. Oh my god! There's a Wellington. But... there's no currency listed on any of these signs? Oh my god, look at all these Union Jacks. Holy shit, they were right. That's a lot of Union Jacks. Fudge. No, I don't think you're throwing, Myth. I think you're saving. I think you're saving right now. But where would this be then? I think it's Wellington? Shit. Can we China? Joey, stop. It could be Wellington. Is this what they consider to be the Northland? I'll go North Wellington. Yeah, what if San Francisco was just going through their British invasion phase in what appears to be like the 20s, early in British invasion? What if they're just really into the Beatles? Right? This is pre-Beatles. This is like 1920s, dude. She's got like a fur thing. Chat, we've been live for 2.5 hours. I feel like I'm kind of hitting a wall. I need help. Helpers in chat. Do we like this drop? I don't know if I like it. What like 1920? This sketch. This is sketch. It's giving those old style Western photo shoots. That's like the 1800s though. Stealthy Summer, welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. Chat, help. Help, chat. Kira Kit Kat, hi. Welcome to chat. Myth has done all they can, so maybe Auckland is more north? Dude, Auckland's real fucking north. Alright. Alright. Hi. No, we're just trying to figure out where to put this. Send Mew. Sorry. So stupid. What year? Hi, this is New Zealand in the north. Says what? Kira just came in saying that. Where are we going? 1919. Joey, I hope you're not memeing. Please don't be memeing. Because I'm going to log it in 1919. Here we go. For Joey.
We did it, Joe.
We're sending. I said it. Oh, we should have went Wellington. Oh, my God, said Wellington. Oh. Oh. Oh, you were memeing. Yeah, dick. Joey. Joey was memeing, dude. Joey was memeing, chat. Memers in chat. This is a view along Wellington in New Zealand. Myth. Yeah, way better than San Francisco. Guys, I was thinking it was San Francisco. I'm so glad I got checked. And I'm glad Myth, you said that. Thank you for saying that. I was, in fact, not memeing. Thank you, Kira, for not memeing. I appreciate you. This is a movie set, yeah? This looks fake. Right? These are like, hey, put them up. Like transatlantic. But it's not. This is British again. God damn it. Can I see the banner up top? Yes, you can. It's just a grand ball, and then it's les, French, les, French. We looking at a black and white French film? 50s? 60s? Is this French? Yeah, Spain or France? Yeah, France. I'm thinking so, Kira. Absolutely. Why are they all dressed the same? I think this is a movie set, right? I'm pretty sure this is a movie set. This looks very staged. I don't know how to explain it. Andre Antone. Wait, what is that year? 1943, 1958? Let's go. Let's keep it 1961, dude. What if it's like right after that? No, Prince. Absolutely. I don't think so. Yeah, I like that, right? Kira, early 60s for sure. And then somewhere in France, probably. Maybe just Paris, huh? Maybe they're just in Paris. Yeah, go Paris. Okay, I'm with you on this one. We're going Paris. On the older side, right? This is the older side of Paris. Is that correct? I think so. And then, wait. Marseille. What is that? Is that a place in Paris, Courtney? On the south side? I thought it was a suburb in Paris, but obviously it's not. You heard about it in a TV show. We'll stick with Paris because we'll probably still get points for the location even if it's just within Paris, I think. Yeah. We could stay with Paris or we could switch it. Chat, what are you guys thinking? We could switch it. Mythical on YouTube, by the way, TikTok chat says that they would go Paris just because it's probably the most likely. So let's keep it with Paris, 1962. Any objections, chat? Any objections? Go Versailles, actually. Paris has been very popular because of the Olympics lately. Let's split the difference. 1962, Petty. Well, kind of outside of Paris, huh? Watch it be Versailles exactly. Sending. Oh my god, it was literally where we put the initial one at. That's so funny. Nice. Okay. 1962, locked in on the year. This is a still taken in Paris from the rom-com starring Audrey Hepburn. Paris, when it sizzles. Let's go, chat. Proud of you. We got another one, chat. All right, that was pretty good. I was going to say, I think we hit 45, and we did. 45,000 chat. Actually, one of probably our better games, if I'm not mistaken. It's mini crossword time, chat. A petty fight. By the way, chat, thank you for tuning in today. You can find all of these games here. Thanks for supporting the broadcast by just watching, hanging out, chatting if you are, lurking if you are. All of that is super appreciative. If you played the crossword today, please do not tell us the answers. All right, petty fight. A squabble? Funny little habit. I don't know. I can't beat that. Response to being told Colonel Sanders' bow tie looks like a stick figure's body. Quirk. Funny little habit could be a quirk. That's a good one, Katie. Quirk. Dyed is number 9. Fast reader. Colored as in hair. Dude, I still have my hair dye. No one has dyed my hair. Dude, can we take a moment though? Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. What the fuck? Chat, look. Thank you, Cool Kid McCawsome. Witness his cuteness, chat. Haters. When he wakes up, I'm going to tell him. No one called him cute. Thank you, Courtney. I'm going to tell him. I'm going to rat on you guys. No, when he wakes up, I'm telling him. I'm going to tell little dude what you guys didn't say. Number 7, unsee. I can't unsee that. A response to being told that Colonel Sanders' bow tie looks like a stick figure's body. What the? Sorry. All right. Yeah. I had to see what it's about, dude. Thank you, Cool Kid McCaw. I thought you were supposed to be asleep. Mother of pearl design on a guitar. The pick, like a pick shield. Dude, number 1 being a squid goes hard. Whoa, chat. Actually hard. It's pretty tight. Okay. A horror movie, titles like Chopping Mall and Santa Sleigh. It's punny. Those are punny. Those are very punny, chat. Airplane seat choice. Yes, an aisle. Joey. Dude, with the come up, honestly. Joey. You're killing it. Mrs. and Mrs. C. Thank you for joining the live today. Welcome. A grippy part of a tire. Tread. Dude, Joey. Say no one's playing, dude. What's this? Inlay. Oh, the pick guard has an inlay. Got it. Wow. Did we just speedrun that or did we just speedrun that? There's also a man in the middle of America made up by the states. What? Is there really? Santa's sleigh? Wait, was that one of the things that just got filled in on itself or something? Oh. Girl, Twitch chat losing it. All right, chat, if you are just tuning in and like wondering what are we doing right now, we're doing some daily games, chat. I picked out some of my favorite games from the categories of our paper, and those are the games we're playing today. Let's do Coscodal. Coscodal is a very simple game. These are chicken tendies, okay? These are chicken tendies. I know, but I said it in the Goyle kind of sense of the word. No way it filtered me with every answer, but Joey gets to type it. That's crazy. That's crazy. Joey is rigging the system. Joey's rigging the system. We see you over there, Joey. How much for Tyson Nuggies? Honestly, I feel like I just bought these for $8.99. Oh, dude, that would have been so hype. Just like Nuggie King over here. Like, dude, I know what the Nuggies are. That'd have been so funny. Clearly I don't. They're $11.99? $12.99? We'll go $12.99 for Kira. $12.99 for Kira. Yo! Kira! Actually got it. Whoa, dude. Crazy. That's kind of fire. Joey, how do I do that? Chat. I'm out. Joey.
We did it, Joe.
I love nuggets too, and I cannot believe I beefed that. I swear they were $8.99. Or maybe I'm thinking that like from Ralph's? Like a Vons type situation, chat? Maybe. Alright, chat. I gotta get another water. We have quite a few more games. I do want to play Fall Guys, so just a heads up. If you don't have Fall Guys and you wanted to play Fall Guys, I don't know if it's free, actually. I don't think it's free. Is Fall Guys free? Chat, is Fall Guys free? I'm getting a water. Fall Guys is free, says Ash and everybody else in chat. Good, good, good. I thought it might have been like 14 bucks at one point. All right, dudes, dudettes, lieges, NBs alike. Let's do Food Guesser. Well, we still have Myth around. Let's play Food Guesser. I don't know if Myth is still here on YouTube chat, but oh, dude, this is United States. If I've ever seen United States food in my life, buddy. America me up, fam. America me up, okay? Yo, Nuggies. What? America me up, fam. Send me to the sports bar, bro. I'm ready to go. Okay, I'm ready to freaking go. What? This is American food, right? My nuts? What are the with the carrots and celery? This is definitely bar food. Oh yeah, baby. These are chicken wings, all right? Lemon zest, baby. Lemon juice. Let's go. America me up. Let's go. Mexico? Oh no, this is, let me read it. Chili peppers and shrimp paste, guys. Shrimp paste. Garlic, ginger, shallots, lime juice, salt and sugar, vinegar, and tamarind. Yo. Is this also American food? Mexico? Pretty close. If it's Mexico, pretty close. It's not. It's ice cold. What? Actually? The bowl? What is this bowl? Oh my god. This is like Korean. Or something, right? Hey, Ashbay, thank you so much for following along. I appreciate you joining our community today. This Pendab Rasa? Like, this is not French? Not even South America. Not even South American at all. It's more northwest. Northwest of Mexico. What are we talking about here, dude? Chili peppers and shrimp paste. Is this like... Korean, right? Guam, get out of your memer, dude. I listen to you when you talk, Joey. I take your words at face value. I shouldn't. Okay, South Korea wasn't even... It's cool. It's cool. We gotta go south. Rasa? It looks like it's on a pesto and mortar, like kind of a mortar thing that you break up like pesto with, though. So wild. It's called sambal. I'm sticking with Laos, no memes. It's warmer. Laos was warmer. It was. Actually pretty good. Yeah, let's go Philippines. I mean, honestly, we've already kind of maxed out. Indonesia. Myth is gone, by the way. Oh, it was Indonesia. Brunei. Wait, what? I find about new countries all the time. It's a country in Asia. Did you guys know about this place? Did you guys know about this place? Do you guys know about this place? I didn't know about this place. You did? It's a country in Asia. That's crazy. Okay. Their chili pepper shrimp paste. Sambal is a Southeast Asian condiment with origins primarily in Indonesia, although you can find it in Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, and Sri Lanka. You can only go to that country if you have a scheduled tour. What the heck? That is very niche knowledge. How did you find that out, Joey? Wait a second. Joey, how did you find that out? That's kind of crazy. And you can't record either, so no streamers allowed. Got it. I mean, pretty good. Last round. Oh, these are dumplings, right? Aren't these just the cutest little dumplings I've ever seen? These are ground beef or pork, onions, garlic, water or broth, salt, pepper, cilantro, optional, parsley. The dish is a traditional dumpling that traces its origins to the regions of Caucasus. People. It's typically filled with spiced meat or broth. I feel like dumplings are really a cross-cultural vibe. Does anyone recognize the like art on it? Like the actual wrap of it? Korea, maybe? Yeah, I was actually planning a trip to Brunei, so it's a real bummer to hear about this. I already booked the ticket. It's kind of crazy. Now I gotta like detour out. Yeah, we'll go Korea for sure. Kit Kat, let's do Korea. Whoa. Actually, ice cold. Sophie says China. Whoa. Okay. Reevaluate. Maybe this is like a Polish dish. You know how like Polish people make pierogies? I know. Hear me out. The Caucasus. I'm trying to like think of like, you know what I mean? Like Polish people make pierogies, and they do tend to make sort of like somewhat flavorful meat wrapped in pastry vibes. I have family in Pennsylvania. Hear me out. American dumplings. Should we hear Joey out, chat? Alexandra says America. You know what? 2 Americans on a food guesser would be kind of crazy. Chat? But we're going to do it. Let's go ahead and lock this in. You guys ready? It's the last round too. Here we go. Ice cold. Eastern Europe. I'm vibing with that big time. No. I'm going to ban you, Joey. Joey, meme again. I'm going to cry. I might cry. I'm trying Poland. You can go pull yourself. That's warmer. Bish, I knew it. I knew it. This was like some white people shit. This is called I might be wrong. Kinkali? Kink? For short? Kinkali? I don't know. Maybe Denmark? Yo, this was a rough one. Romania? Excluding Greenland. Hey, it was Georgia. Sophie. Yo, Sophie in chat. She knew it. Georgia. Not the state, but the country. Not the state, but the country. Georgia. Kinkali is a traditional dumpling from Georgia, a country in the Caucasus region, originating in the mountainous area of Shavi. I'm not going to try to read all those mountains. It's considered a staple in Georgian cuisine. The dish is typically made out of a dough, wheat flour, and water, filled with a mixture that often includes a minced meat, commonly that of beef, pork, or lamb, herbs like cilantro, onions, and various spices. Good job, chat. Proud of you. Wow, chat. Wow. Proud of you. Good job, chat. We got absolutely no points on that because it took us forever and I did not listen to chat. That was my bad. That's user error. That's a skills issue, chat. That is a skills issue. All right, from one location game to the next. This is a massive home. This is listed, chat. Again, listed is very simple. We don't know where the house is. We don't know how big the house is. All we know about the house is it was sold last week. And it's up to us to guess. And each time we do guess, we get a little bit of information revealed to us, whether that be the location of the house, right? How big the house is, how much land the house sits on. So I did see Joey with the first guess of 230,000. And I do always try to pick out my subs guesses first when we're doing these kind of daily games. $2,300. We're in New York. It's going to be way more expensive than that. Look at this. Oh my God. This fireplace is a see-through fireplace, fam. Granted, it's a see-through fireplace from like 2001. It very much is still a fireplace that is see-through. Kit Kat's $750. That would be a good kind of ceiling for us to go to, right? Kairu says $500,000. I kind of let's go for the highest real quick. See if it's that high. It's kind of looking like a condo a little bit. I wonder if this is a triplex. It doesn't say. It doesn't tell us yet. Dude, when you say trust me, I feel like we're cheating. Okay, it's less than that. It is less than that. And as far as information, it is a townhome. I knew it. It was not giving full home. So we're looking at a split unit right now. $485, says Joey. It's kind of a small kitchen. It's kind of a small living room. It's kind of giving small. Oh, you do it for a living, remember? Oh, no, I did not remember, Kira. But anytime someone says, trust me, I'm like, why? But in New York, yeah. $350. That's a low ball. That kind of feels low. $350. Kira, is $350 a bit low? Thinking more because an updated application. Yeah, they have like a nice backsplash. It's funny that they appeared to renovate the kitchen, but sort of left this built-in. Too low. What about $450? From Mason. Good to see you in chat. What about a $450 guess? What about $450? Yeah, I think $350 was a bit low. I don't really know where Rensselaer, New York is, but $350 kind of feels low just for the general market. What about $450, chat? Mason says $450. You know that area, Courtney. Does $450 feel good? You kind of like that fireplace? I wish it was more modern as well. I like the see-through fireplace, yeah. It's giving like fancy hotel. I'm going to send $750. Shanna Banana, welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Okay, it's lower than $450. That's crazy, but it is a townhome. It's a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom. My apologies. 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Kira's saying $400,000. Let's trust. In Kira, we trust. Let's send this shit. Hey, yo, born. The house was born. It was built in 1993. It's kind of like a house's birth. Built. It doesn't look like it was actually renovated except the kitchen since like 1993. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the wooden baseboards. Mold. It's a weird renovation, right? It's kind of a weird renovation. Dude, Joey with the very specific guess. I like that attitude. I'm gonna send it. I don't even care if he's memeing this time. We're sending that. $391,992. Slay. Send it. What if? Could you imagine? You didn't think homes in New York had ovens. What makes you think that? This is like apartment grade stuff though. Like this looks like my apartment. Every apartment I've ever had that a microwave and like combo. I kind of like the built-ins. I like what they're trying to do with the place. Kira's saying $385. That's a downtown New York thing. The oven next to the dishwasher? Yeah. That's pretty much how my apartment is. It's giving apartment vibes. I mean, mine's not even that close, actually. That's true. Mine's not that close. Mason says, I like that guess, Kira. $385,000? I like it. New York City doesn't do regular ovens. Do they do like little house on the prairie ovens? Hey, Ray Lee's back. How'd it go? Cha-ching. Oh, there it is. Let's see the listing. Ray Lee, how'd it go? You got the job? Here it is. Sold 4 days ago. Nice. Okay. I mean, it kind of feels like it's in the middle of nowhere. They have a tennis court. That's kind of bonkers. This feels like it's in the middle of nowhere, low-key. I don't know if I like this. It was good. She's going to call me back on Friday. She has more people to interview. Good job. Proud of you, man. Good job, Riley. This is very apartment. It's an HOA. Yeah, it's giving that. It's giving HOA. I don't like this. This carpet needs to go. Honestly, the fireplace can stay. We're gonna send you all the good vibes. Rayleigh, you're gonna get this damn job. You could put us down as a reference. You guys want to check out how much the HOA is? Yeah, this is like really outdated, and they chose the weirdest things to update. Like, they put shiplap on this wall to spruce it up, I imagine, sure. I'm not a big hater of the wooden features, though. I kind of like the wooden baseboards. This is nice. I'm gonna walk through to the bath. I don't enjoy the carpet follow through here. This is a sink. There shouldn't be carpet below it. Am I wrong? Tell me there wasn't carpet in the bathroom. Thank God. Okay. Shiplap wallpaper. Surely. Not even real shiplap. It's just wallpaper. All right, chat. Hold on. Let's find out. I'm so curious. Hold on. It has a garage. Okay, okay. I want to see what the HOA is. It's only a $200 HOA fee, chat. Not bad. How accurate do you think that actually is, though? Per month, yeah. I mean, it doesn't feel that bad, but, you know. Could be worse, chat. Could be worse. All right. I gotta pause my music. Guys! Oh, yeah, Little Derp, we did guess the price, and we guessed it right. I'm so sorry. Miss your chat. This house was $380,000. Oh, that's awkward. So, not accounting yard maintenance costs and housing cleaning, etc. You have to pay for that stuff. That's not included in your HOA. You didn't even know you said 375. Nailed it, dude. Little Derp knows. Got the finger on the pulse. Wait, they force you to clean the outside of your house and it's not included in your HOA. That's crime. That's crime. That should be a crime. All right, chat. We're moving on from our daily games. We did our location games. Kind of skipping around today. I'm not gonna lie. Your driveway needs to be pressure washed once a month. Never living in an HOA. I guess technically I do live in an HOA. I live in an apartment, right? It's pretty much an HOA. Kind of. Do you have that link somewhere? Yes, I do, Little Derp. It's right on my link tree. So on my bio and TikTok, you can find my daily games right there. Wowzers. Charlie on YouTube. Hi, how are you doing, bud? Good to see you. It's right under that dono button beneath all my socials. So yeah, I don't think the fees are worth it. At least in my apartment complex, like I pay, but I don't have to like keep paying. I just pay my one monthly fee, and like if my anything breaks, I just call my maintenance guy, and he gets here pretty quick. He's like lightning fast, chat. Lightning fast. Yeah, Charlie, it was an age verification issue. That's what happened. So I am unable to invite you back into there. All right, guys, we're playing Bandle. Bandle is the game where it deconstructs a song and it gives you the song for you to guess in layers. And what that means is first we'll get the drums. Oh, shit. And then we'll get bass and the strings, which is a lot for the second. And we'll try to guess the song. Yeah, you're fine with a condo? No HOA. How do you find a condo with no HOA? My biggest thing with condos is like, what if my neighbor gets like cockroaches? Like, how do I deal with that? You know what I mean? Like, I God forbid you're next to like an asshole. Like, how do you fight with that guy? You know what I mean? Like, what do you do? How does that, how do you tackle that? Shanna Banana on TikTok says all HOAs are different. I've had two and they were both fine. Some are awful though. Yes, fair. You tell the housing complex, but who's paying the housing complex for your condo if you don't have an HOA? Like, who pays them? Cali in Texas. Nice. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever buy a home. The like hidden cost of maintaining a home, not worth it to me. And then the headaches on top of that. Why would I own a house that somebody else can tell me how to live in? That's what we do that now with apartments, I guess, right? Our HOA in Texas is perfect. I think he's memeing again, chat. I don't trust Joey now. I can't tell if he's memeing. I don't think Texas and perfect have ever been used in the same sentence, though. What makes your HOA perfect? Are they not able to like dictate what plants you put in the front of your house? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know many folks that are part of an HOA. I know a lot of folks that either like own their own single family home that is separate, or they just have an apartment. And they usually live in like a nicer apartment complex with like amenities. So they pay a premium to avoid all of the like stuff that you would normally do in a house anyway. But dude, that's hard to like justify for the long term, right? Unless you inherit a house, it's not worth it. Yeah, fair. Kyrie said that on TikTok, by the way. You read about personally thousands of individual HOA laws, and none of them are liked by you so far. Very fair. I don't want to do lawn care for the rest of my life, little derp. That's valid. That's a valid concern about owning a house. I don't like lawn work. I barely want to garden. And I only really want to hang out with my wife, and she likes to garden. So like, I just want to be with her. So like, whatever she wants to do. If that's gardening, I guess I'll be outside, right? Like, I guess I'll do yard work, but I don't wanna. Yeah, that's why you have your own land. Yes, that's right. Boastful Crown is like homesteading. Little derp thinking about hospitals. That's what I think about. I'm like, I can't live anywhere that's far away from a hospital because I have anxiety, chat. I love living in a city. I love living in a city. I don't think I could ever not live in a city. You're a burbs kind of girl? Yeah, I like my car. I could be a burbs girl. All right, chat. Let's do it. What is this? I kind of feel like Michael Jackson. Yeah, she and a banana. Sounds like a Prince song. One more time. I don't know. I don't know. No, Chicky. That is not the mentality I want to cultivate. I want to lead by example, so just don't cheat. so just speak your truth and don't cheat. And then I will defend you that you didn't cheat. I do that. I do that. There's only a few people that I get sussed out at. We're not playing Contexto today, by the way, Chicky. So you're not gonna get your straight up dub like you think. Okay, we're not even playing Contexto today. I didn't even know you were still here, Chicky. I was putting off the Wordle and the Hurdle in your Faces game because I didn't even think you were here. Antics Karen, welcome. Good to have you in chat, dude. Thanks for liking the live. Thanks for coming here. By the way, thank you all of you guys for being here. It is 10:30 in the morning where I am at. I'm having a good time. We're playing some games. I'm gonna play a bit of Fall Guys after this. I don't know if I'll be live for too long today. I thought I would be a little bit live for longer, but I'm not sure. See if maybe I can hit up some peeps. We'll see though. We'll see how the stream goes. I don't know. I'm not gonna guess. Chicky's not gonna tell us. I don't know. She might be busy though, guys. We can't put that much pressure on Chicky. Good morning, Karen. Maybe I should go to the next one. I don't know. No one said anything. I'm skipping. Here we go. Michael Jackson, right? Ow, ow, ow. I don't know. It is Michael Jackson, right? I still don't know what it is though. Oh, it's literally called Bad? Bad by Michael Jackson? Do I not know this song by Michael Jackson? Oh, yeah, I do. Oh my god. Shimon. Shimon. I'm bad. Shimon. No, that was a good one. That was a good one. That was good. That was good, chat. That was good. All right, let's play the Wordle. We're busting through the mini games today. She bad. Shimon. You let us discover it ourselves. That was very gentle of you. Thank you. Everyone, congratulations. Give yourself a pat on the back for that one. Guys, my tummy hurts. Might need to go take a Tums. Not gonna lie. Can I change that gift goal? It's like so high. It's like intimidating to look at. Don't know how to do that. It's only that high because of the other day. Feels very unachievable. My tummy hurts. Heart. I like that. How do I change that? Heart. We locked in the A. That's good. That's good. Not a lot, but it's good. It's something. You know? Heart. No, we already used the E. I was gonna try a do. Could go audio. It's a good one. Move that A around. Pump in some new vowels. Audio. A-U-D-I-O. Audio. I like that. Chat, what do you think? Audio? Yes, says Little Derp. Kira says send it. I'm sending it. Hey, yo. All right, dude. Dude, why did my head initially went to like agitate? A fix. 2 Fs? That's crazy. I'm gonna look at it. I'm not gonna send it. I'm gonna look at it. A fix is crazy. 2 Fs? Shanna? Hey, Joey. I'm wild. I'm sending it. Fuck it. We ride at dawn. That would have been absolutely bonkers and super cool, though. Oh my god, the word again is crazy because my head went aghast. A veil. Uh-oh. This is getting kind of iffy here, huh? No, it can't be again because the A doesn't go there. And it can't be a veil. Same reason. Right? Yeah, a veil puts that A in the same spot. Mm-hmm. It's a slow Tuesday. we're all trying to get our gears going. You know what I mean? It's slow. There can be 2 A's, but if the A is yellow, it's not there. Little derp. So if there was 2 A's, it would have showed up green here. Michael, welcome back to chat, dude. Good to see you. I got you. It's a slow Tuesday, guys. We chillin'. I was gonna say alter, but that's not making any sense. Elix Anvil? Antic. Anvil. Ceci. Hi, how you doing? Good to see your name in chat. Antic. No Y. No T. Could be Anvil. Anvil's good. Liam says yes. Shanna says yes. Kira says yes. Joey's Anvil W. Ceci. Hi. Good to see you. I like Anvil, chat. Anvil might be it. All right, dude. Who was it with the anvil? Ceci with the anvil. Yo, Cess. Let's go, dude. You nailed it. All right, chat. Now that we've warmed up our noggins, now that our noggins are a little bit oiled up, okay? Let's go anvil. Let's just go anvil. I'm going to use anvil. Kick us off with anvil. Okay, locked in an L. That's... It could have been better. It could have been better. Yo, chat on YouTube. We just hit 100 views and 3 likes. Thanks for hanging out today. I just want to say a big thank you. Everybody hanging out. If you're on YouTube, Twitch, or TikTok, thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting the stream with your eyeballs and your big brains. I'm not going to ignore you. Stole. I'm not going to ignore you. I see that. How about Steel? Nope, no A. I was going to say Steel. That didn't work either, huh? Yo, the love. Caleb, how you doing, man? How you doing on YouTube? We're playing just a little bit of mini games today. We're not doing the whole shebang. Steel, go Steelers. Steel City, represent. Joey, here we go. Yo, that would have been quite the steal.
Do not come.
How you doing, Caleb? How's your week shaping up? Hotel. Nope, no T. Good job though, still summer. That could have been it. It could have been it. Spool. I feel like we're doing a lot of double letters here. Doppy says focus up, chat. Focus up. Focus up. Shell. Another double L. I kind of... No E. I was going to say I kind of like it. How about like... I was going to say shunned, but there's no N. I'm just trying to like get some letters out here. Dang is right. How about there's no T. Caleb on YouTube, no T. No T. What'd you call me? No I. We could go spool. We could go spool. It's a double letter. It could be there. It could be there. It could be there. It could be. It could be. Spool. Send it. Okay, but if it's not there, we should maybe try a filler word. I'm gonna send it. Let's send it. Hey, yo, moving up in the world. Let's go. Okay. First hurdle completed. Give yourselves a clap. Give yourselves a clap. That was good. I would not have gone with the double letter, so that I'm glad you guys are here to push me. Evan, welcome to the live. All right, guys. Spool could start with an O. You know, could. We could go audio again. We could do like something like that. Ooh, I like that word a lot. Mound. Mound chat. M-O-U-N-D. We move that O over. Get an A vowel. We could go audio too. Shit, we could even do ado. Get all of the letters out there, all the vowels. Why did I spell ado like that? Misclick. Hound. I'm gonna send ado to see if you're using it. There we go. It's a word that has an O, an E, and a U. Get out of here, dude. What? What? It can't be hound or mound either. That's wild. Wait a second. Oh. It has to be root. Dude, good job, Shanna. You saw that immediately, but you were wrong? What? How? 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 It ends in UE, chat. Vogue? Oh my god, is it? Is it freaking Vogue? Chat. Can it be Vogue? Send it. All right, focus up. Focus up, chat. What are you doing? What are you doing voguing over there, chat? I see you. I see you vibing. Are you voguing over there, chat? Are you voguing? No, that was a good one. Oi, it's a slow Tuesday. Sometimes we just gotta bust a move. Could be point. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one, Shanna. We see you. You don't go unnoticed in this chat. It could be point. It's a good point that you guys are making. Should I send it? I'm sending it. Oh, we got nothing out of that. Kind of wild. Didn't see that happening. Aye. Aye, 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 dude. Also, heads up, chatters. Tomorrow might be Wifey Wednesday. I might try to get Nikki back on the stream tomorrow. Do some daily games with us. Maybe I'll get her in the kitchen. Maybe we can cook something. That could be a fun stream. I don't know. Loans? Nope, no ends. Pay my loans, beating. Do it. I bet you won't. Is anyone going to see Borderlands when it comes out? The show? The movie, I mean? What if it's Koala? What if it's Koala, chat? It's really out of left field. But Focal or Mocha? Yeah. You considered seeing it? Had the considerations halted? Have you decided against seeing it, JJ? And if so, what's up with that? What's up with that? We could do mocha. I'm so thirsty. Could go for a mocha. I love a mocha latte. Let's send mocha latte. Sending. You know what? We'll take it. We picked up a C. We picked up the C. Wait, hold on, JJ. Would you actually not see a movie because of an actor that's in it? I'm genuinely curious because I am familiar with the Jack Black controversy, but like, what did he do? He didn't do anything, I thought. He didn't do anything, did he? Send it? No, your quality is A1. Brandon, you're a quality A1 chatter. Thank you. Color? That's actually kind of good. Actually pretty good. I'm generally curious though. Didn't his buddy, Jack, I don't think Jack Black had a controversy, but JJ's going to fill us in maybe if he has a moment to do that. I know that his co-star said something about the you know, of the former president, the attempt. And what did Jack Black do? What would be the controversy? Oh, he split ties with him, right? He split ties with his long-term friend. Yeah. Wait, his response to him on stage was different when he released online. Yeah, but when you're in the moment and on stage, you tend to be yes and anyway. So like, I think he just should have stayed with his buddy. I think he should have like stood by his buddy. So I guess that would be the controversy. You're right. It's like, stand up for your friend. You know what I mean? Stand up for your friend kind of deal. But he didn't say anything bad. It's like kind of what he didn't say, right? How he didn't stand up. So I fear I won't see eye to eye on this. Yeah, I don't really know. There wasn't much of a controversy. The controversy was like on stage he was agreeable and off stage he was like, that was inappropriate. You know what I mean? That's what happened, I think. And then they split ties and ended the tour they were on too. Couch to reveal some letters? That wouldn't reveal much though, because there's no U, there's no H. Good one though. Cool, McAwesome. McAwesome. Yeah, I didn't like that at all. Yeah, it was Sag. Definitely Sag. But I did forget he was even in the movie. And I don't know, it looked fun. But I don't know if it's like worth seeing it in theaters. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe wait for it to come out later and where you don't have to pay money to watch it. It looks like maybe it'd be one of those. What if it's like booze? Oh, no E. No E. I was like, what if it's another double letter? Jack always gave you no vibes to me. It's so surprised to see him being right wing. He's not right wing. I don't think Jack Black is right wing though. Just for the record, I think he got the bag, you know, a sellout. I think he's being a sellout, I think is the proper way. I don't think he's being a grifter though. I think he's just selling out, which sucks. It looks all right. I'm probably at home viewing. Yeah, me too. I'm not gonna rush. No, don't say that, Kira. I'm gonna choose to ignore what Kira just said and act like it didn't happen. Magic wand. Poof. Never happened. I don't know what you just said. Never happened. Stop. No. Shit, that sucks. I'm gonna go color. I know that we had that in there before, but I'm gonna send it. I'm so distracted on the stream. I'm sorry, chat. Here we go. Almost Dr. JJ too, dude. Thank you so much for that. Naughty chicken. Oh my god, cluckety cluck. But in a more naughty way. Cluckety cluck. Or I don't know. Thank you, JJ. Jack Black was the only man we had left. Is not true. Not true. Hyena, a little callback from the beginning of stream. Hell yeah. Shanna, I love that. Doesn't fit though. I spelled it wrong. English major, by the way. Cheese Louise. Hyena. Snoop Dogg? That's right, Joey. What about Snoop? That's a Long Beach hero. Have I ever been in a film before? No. I can't. No. I was like, I was in a commercial as a kid. I was quite a cute kid. They said I looked like Shirley Temple. So there was that. But I forget what it was for even. It was for one of those like Muppet shows. Uh-oh. Joey, do the research. Oh no. What happened this time? Dr. Dre, hello? Dr. Dre is dead. Dude. This is a tough Tuesday. Dr. Dre's a no for me, dog. I'm sending Hyena. No one has said shit about Hyena. I'm sending it. And I'm glad we did. And I'm glad we did. And I'm glad we did. No one's keeping me alert. I need to be alert, chat. Agent. Thank you, Shanna. We're just all over the place today. Thanks for indulging me today, chat. I know I have been all over the place. I've been yapping and flapping my gums, okay? Age Shanna in chat. Almost Dr. JJ. Thanks for coffee magic. Thank you for that. Remember the animal joke convo earlier? I do. We're sending Agent for Shanna. Agent for Shanna in chat. Hey, on to the next hurdle. It's the final hurdle, chat. This is it. It is the final hurdle, right? It is the final hurdle. Chat. Wake up. Lock in. Focus. All right, chat. My ADHD can absolutely handle it, but I do need some help on this one. Everyone has that. Yeah, dude. Honestly, Nikki said some pretty revolutionary stuff the other day. Oh, they're silencing us. We're getting silenced, chat. We're getting silenced. Oh no, it's a network. It's a network. Chat. It's a network drop. Am I still here? Did Dr. JJ break us with his gifts? Is that what just happened? He sent 2 gifts and the stream goes down. All right, we're back. Evan, yes. Everybody can see me? Can you hear me? Chicky, yes. That was me. You reset all the stuff. No, it was definitely me. They're throttling us. Now, we were talking about, I was going to tell you what Nikki told me the other day, and I thought it was really funny, and like, this is what she said. Do you want to hear it? It's a little bit kind of edgy, but in a funny way. It's kind of edgy in a funny way. She said, I was silenced. That's what I was saying. This is what Nikki said. She said, never meet your heroes, chat. They're either PDF files